Today's show brought to you live from Lounge Media Group Studios. It's Pedro with the Logistics Lounge.
Hey, 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 that's how one day. 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 Hey, 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 that's how.
The views and opinions expressed on this show by its guests are not necessarily those of Lounge Media Group or the show host. So if you sue someone, make sure it's the party responsible for hurting your feelings. Also, grow up, be an adult, and understand not everyone thinks like you. And that's okay.
Okay, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. First time ever from Freight Ninja HQ. What's up, guys? How are we doing?
Great.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm loving it.
dude,
I
this
like
is.
Chicago.
Dude, I love Chicago, bro. I've done nothing but eat Italian food since I got here yesterday. That place we just went to, though.
Ponzi the pizza.
Oh, bro, that place was nice.
Yeah,
man.
we love that place.
Yeah, dude. Yes.
Elmhurst.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing setup there, good talent.
Yeah, man. This place is great, man. It's been good so far. Even O'Hare wasn't like the disaster I thought it would be. Even with all the weather and stuff that came through yesterday, I figured it was going to be a nightmare when I got there. But it was pretty easy to get around. Atlanta is way more of a headache than O'Hare is, dude. By far. Y'all can't see them, but we have got Valerie over here, the marketing media person here at Freight Ninja, and our homie, Mr. Neil. He's sitting over here on the sidelines as well. So we got the whole crew in here. We are in John's office here, founder, owner of Freight Ninja. So in here just chilling out for you. This would be a great backdrop to do this and show you guys that there's a lot more depth to these folks than just trucking and truck parking and outdoor storage, right? You know, I mean, in here, John and all of his stuff, huge collector, and you know, so dial in a little bit, show y'all the more personal side of these gentlemen here, and so we're kind of going to do today. You know, we do a show with them every quarter, just kind of get an update, you know, the things that's new with them, new locations, new initiatives that they've got going on. You know, they have an anniversary that is happening right now with the partner that they got with last year, and we'll let them talk about that. But I mean, I guess before we get into it, we'll just I don't know, shoot the breeze maybe for a minute. What's going on this week, guys? Y'all got anything going on besides me coming up here and taking over your building?
No, it's been a crazy week. I feel like the sales team has been on fire the first 6 months of the year, so they've definitely been keeping things real active, which has been amazing for the growth of the company. And like you just mentioned, we hit our year for Laz, so kind of focusing on tightening that up, which has been a great experience that we'll get into a little bit later. But just a normal hustle and grind. I know when you came up, you're like, man, y'all are busy. It's like, yeah, we got a lot to do. We're a smaller company, and you know we love this stuff, and we all wear many hats here. So this is kind of a little bit of a break for us to get out, do a little fun stuff, kind of disconnect from the real world.
Dude, I saw it first thing this morning, man. I came in here and we were just chilling. We had literally just walked in, me and you, man. Everything's going great. Everyone's cool. John's chilling out. And then the next thing I know, everybody's beelining over here to this room. And I was like, where did everybody go, man? It was just spur of the moment, man. Stuff had to be handled, dude. Yeah. So I know I got to see it firsthand this morning, man. And I love
it. Wasn't always like this. It's been honestly a dream come true for me to watch this come together.
I bet it has, man.
It started just me in one office, and now to have a team like I have and guys that have bought in, it's really, I pinch myself every morning.
That's what Neil was telling me. He said he was like, man, it's great that you get to come here to the new building. He's like, but it sucks. You don't get to go there and see the janitor's closet that John started out in over there at Lombard, man.
You gotta start somewhere, right?
Moved like 6 times.
Yeah.
What I'm literally picturing too is a janitor. Like I'm literally picturing John in there and a janitor mixing up the mop bucket.
I was next to the mop. Yeah. But no, it's been awesome. And, you know, we talked about the Laz partnership. It's been a blessing. I've learned so much in this first year. You know, things that you wouldn't learn on your own, right? Unless you got good mentorship and leaders to share their experiences with you.
You know, dude, it's glad you brought up your thing with Laz like so early, because like we have actually talked about that several times today, man. And we touched on like a lot about what you're saying, John. Is like they weren't just a partner. Anyone could get a partner. Like they truly, it was a strategic thing for both of you. You know, like they needed someone in your space. You needed someone that could help you guys get to some doors, open some doors, get some places. And I mean, dude, they're operating at a level that you guys are on their car side, that you guys trying to get in the truck side. So you talk about mentors and stuff like that, dude.
Synergies.
Yes, all day Chris has been talking, because you've been locked away in here. He's been telling me about all the awesome people that work there and how great they've been to you guys. I mean, dude, the fact they even wanted an office here with y'all. They're like, hey, like we need to have an office with you so we can be on the ground with y'all and kind of see how things are going, man. So
no, yeah, it was definitely a strategic decision, especially the way we're growing. Right, it's hard to go find good people. We're all wearing a lot of hats as is, right? To find the time to go hire good talent, find the time to train good talent. There was no playbook for what we were doing, right? Couldn't go get people with experience because no one's done this at scale. So it was more of a, an operational functionality partnership more than like the monetization side.
Absolutely.
So, this is long-term vision for us.
Well, John, I love seeing it. I'm loving seeing it pay off for you guys. Like I was talking to our visitor that came here earlier today, and he's like, man, he's like, how long have you been working with them, Pedro? And I was like, dude, I said, we're about to be 2 years. And I was like, dude, I said, when I first got with them, I was like, do they have like 20-something properties. Like, that was it. Like, I still have the original flyer that Neil gave me when we first got together that had, like, all the products, like, 20-something. And he's like, what are they up to now? I was like, dude, I think 57 is the last flyer I made for them, and I want to say they're cruising around 60 right now. So I was like, dude, man, in just that short amount of time. And people are like, oh, well, that's easy. We see other truck parking people do that. No, you don't, because not everyone's out there like buying these properties and running them and stuff, man. It's one thing to go.
It's
and,
easy to put one up on the
yeah.
Someone control it.
Exactly. So, for you guys to scale up, man, I mean, literally, triple what you were when we met 2 years ago, man, is crazy. And then not just in locations, triple in square footage.
Right.
You guys
Not
have
moving
here.
again.
Yeah, dude. But I love, were y'all all together? Like, because you have your brother and your cousin here. Were y'all all together over there, too?
Yeah.
Dude, I love that, bro. That you guys are, like, all here in this building. And what y'all don't know what we're talking about is, we're at Freight Ninja HQ. I don't know what we should call this. Freaking
Family office.
Family HQ. Family Ninja. You know what I mean? Family Ninja. But John has got his brother in here, and he's got his cousin. Both of them run businesses that are in the trucking logistics space.
Both brothers.
Yeah.
Both brothers.
Oh, brothers. I thought one.
Joey's a brother. Anthony's a brother.
My cousin works with.
Okay, there we go.
My uncle's upstairs too. But
Yeah.
Y'all got it upstairs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's where the penthouse is.
That's our cybersecurity.
But they have this entire family operation running out of here, and all of them helping each other out, get things done for the betterment of the industry. You know what I mean? I mean, you got Freight Ninja here help with the parking and outdoor storage. His other brothers, like, they're running a trucking company out of this place. We got some folks doing some commercial insurance. I mean, it's just one-stop shop here, kind of when it comes to this stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
So, John,
And real quick before we move on, because you talked about our growth, and we talked about Laz helping with that. We got to remember too, you were a big part of that. You were a big part. We kind of got suckered into some podcasts early on that had hefty, $10,000 tickets to do it, and we did it. We didn't see the value in that, but then we started working with you, and there's been a great connection there, and people that you've introduced us to. So you're part of this growth as well, which is awesome.
I appreciate it, man. I kind of see that in myself, dude. But I mean, I'm a small part of it, man. I mean, I promise you guys do way more for me than I feel I will ever do for you guys. But I think that's how the relationship should go, right? One person should feel like, man, I am gaining so much more than they're gaining from me, you know. And if you feel that it's the swap around, maybe you should take a look at things and stuff, because you always should feel that way, man. What I wanted to say is, John, we'd never get this guy in here. This guy, 2 years, man. I think this is John's third, maybe. Yeah.
You guys invaded my office.
I know, bro. I love this office, bro. This is nuts, dude. This is absolutely crazy.
Spent a lot of time in here.
I would too, bro. I'd have me a cot in this mofo, bro. I'm serious, man.
Don't come out of here too much.
So, all right, John. Want to, before we get into everything, man, we rarely get you on here, so I want you to give your little spiel, man, your elevator talk about, how Freight Ninja kind of came about, and, give us a quick run up to where we are now, man.
Yeah, I mean, for those of you who don't know the background story, started in trucking, really on the construction side. We had 10 dump trucks, hauling material. Here in Chicago, super seasonal. Took those trucks, pivoted towards, transportation, hauling freight. Got into intermodal. Our trucking company still runs today. Started out growing space for our own, equipment and assets, and quite frankly, just had, guys, either customers reaching out, can you safely store our loads, or guys walking in off the street, hey, could I pay you to park here? And really saw a window of opportunity for someone to come in and professionalize the management and operations of truck parking. It was very mom and pop run, and still is. Today, a lot of guys stumbled into it. So kind of the writing was on the wall for me, and just took a leap of faith and ran with it.
And I think that's why, actually I know that's why you guys have been so successful at it, is like John is, the best ideas of ideas out of necessity, right? You know what I mean? Like those are the things that really leave a mark and make an impact, and provide a future for those that come up with them. I mean, that was you, man. You were out there seeing, oh man, like, I mean, for one, this Chicago parking is hard as heck anyway, but out of that necessity, you built this. Right. You know what I mean? And as you built it, you have never gotten away from John the driver, John the truck company owner. You know what I mean? Like, that has been the thing that keeps pushing you forward. Is like, man, there's more and more people that need this, more places across that need that stuff, and you have stayed highly connected to the industry. I mean, dude, you're here every single day at like 5 a.m. and you're the last person to leave. I mean, like, not very many other folks are like. Just the day that I've been here, dude, I think this is probably the first time I've seen you not with your damn phone in your hand.
No, and honestly, most great companies came from solving an issue of some sort, right? This was a real issue going on in an industry that I was working in, and we were just trying to solve for that problem. Chicago was probably one of the first markets where it really, municipalities started to crack down on drivers parking on the side of the road or outside their house. So, we got to take what we did here and, plans to go replicate it all over the country.
Kind of on that note, man, do you find that you guys, like, you kind of having your foothold here in Chicago, a metropolis that it's notorious for regulation, right? I mean, like, they regulate regulation here,
As long as it's money in their pocket.
Yeah. So, point is, like, do you feel like starting here, man, and dealing with a lot of the hurdles and challenges, like lack of space, zoning stuff, do you think that has been a good part of your success and how you guys have been able to expand, like having this kind of as your blueprint, man? Like, dude, we deal with it here, maybe easier to move somewhere else.
If you could do it here, you could do it anywhere.
Yeah, in Chicago, not New York.
And you hit the nail on the head. It's mostly zoning. Municipalities don't want these trucks parking in their backyards, but they want their shelves stocked and grocery stores full. They, to be able to get in front of a lot of these groups and bring a professional pitch to a village or a municipality, it really goes a long way.
Close to you.
Okay.
Boom, there we go. Thanks,
so
man.
It really goes a long way to finally be able to get in front of the right decision makers in a lot of these villages and municipalities, and they understand what we're doing is a professional run operation, not a junkyard, which is the stigma that we get in truck parking. So
you're right, man. Unfortunately, there is a stigma out there. You know what I mean? But I think we all know what it is, man. It's because we've said it many, many times talking on this show about truck parking and with you, Chris, before, man. Is this because this industry, dude? Unfortunately, a lot of it is a money grab for these drivers, hidden behind the facade of we want to help you, right? That's what it is. It's pink ponies and rainbows and Skittles and endless buffets. Until you walk through the door, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just like, we got to talk to you about this first, you know what I mean? Trying to sell you a timeshare. And I think that is a big part of why, you guys I feel are doing it better and are getting the momentum that you guys have, because y'all are kind of antithesis of all that stigma. You guys own or directly in control of all the properties. Everything you do is American side, American based. I mean, everyone's here in this office, like Chris said, we don't do remote stuff because it matters about the culture, and we want people here in the States that understand not only our customer, the drivers and stuff, you know what I mean, but the other folks that we're doing business with too, the real estate people and all that, things like that. So it is a hard deal, but you guys are doing an amazing job at like busting those stigmas and stuff, man, and beating that thing down.
Got it.
Chris, what about you, bro? What you got, man? Before we move on.
No, just everything John said. Honestly, we've been on a growth platform ever since Laz. Laz has opened a lot of doors for us. We've built some great partnerships. Talking about, I like to go back to, we care about the customer at the end of the day here. We try to relate to them. We have to have some hard conversations, me especially, when it comes to delinquencies and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, as soon as that bill's paid, it's over and done with. It's all love, and we got the point across. You held up your end of the bargain. We move on. Sometimes
I've heard some interesting conversations.
I bet. I can imagine.
Who are you talking
to? But truly, I mean, that's this industry. That's why I love transportation so much. I've always been in it. I've been in it for the last 20 years now. And it's taught me a lot of things, and it's taught me to be humble at all times, and that you're going to have to wear a lot of hats in this industry because you're talking to a lot of different people from different walks of life. And like we were talking about earlier, this used to be a reputable industry. When people would grow up, they would say, I want to be a truck driver when I grow up. I want to bring that back, and I think we're on maybe the right path, hopefully, here as rates go up and we can start making a living off of this. We start cutting off those shady operators that everyone knows that are out there, and they know who they are, and they continue to use them. And these aren't the guys watching your show either.
No.
Because they know nothing about this. They don't care about the industry. All they care about is what's the fastest way to make money, turn and burn and change names, actually. It's just, we built something good here. Culture is amazing. We have a great team of 17. When people ask us, how many people you guys got over there? 17. They're like, you do that with 17 people? Yeah, we got a lot of dogs here. And it's choosing the right people and making sure that they fit in and they understand the energy that they're walking into. We're very transparent with people. Our customer service girl, we just hired 6-7 months ago, I said, are you going to be okay to get mother effed and sworn at? And I go, we don't accept it, we don't tolerate it, but it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And if you're not comfortable with that, this job's not for you. Yeah. And she's done an amazing job. We still got to kind of toughen her up a little bit because she's still a little hesitant with that. But everyone that's been here has been here for a while, and they've all been a part of our growth and why we are where we are today. Because we couldn't do this without them. We remind them every Friday in our sales meeting that the reason why we're here is because of you guys. So keep staying aggressive, keep staying active.
You made two incredible points where you were talking, and I want to touch on them. First of all, you talked about the hard conversations you have, people being, delinquent or whatever. But the point from that I see is, is that a lot of these other places may do, in the same space as you guys, they don't get that, Chris. They're going to call somebody, they don't know who they're talking to. It could be a call center, they could be American based, but it's probably maybe someone that has no dang affiliation with that company who can do very little. You know what I mean? But, here, like, if you got a problem, they call in, they're talking to someone in this office, and if that person can't get it done, they can maybe move up and talk to you, Chris, and get that situation done. And also in that thing, man, maybe something happened with that, man. Maybe that guy's truck broke down for 2 weeks and he had to make money, and he was like, dude, I can pay Freight Ninja or I can pay my freaking this thing or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm more willing to bet that you guys would find some way to work that out with them on the long run versus someone else who's like, oh, dude, you didn't pay. Sorry, we had your truck towed at 6 a.m. this morning. You can go pick it up from, such and such or whatever.
We always do that.
It's about communication.
Absolutely. And that's all we ask from these guys. Because listen, at the end of the day, there's plenty of people that try to take advantage of us. We just caught a guy yesterday. He told us that his company used to pay for the spot, and luckily we like to take notes. In that note, he used that same excuse 2 months ago and has made payments since. So that's where we have to draw the line and say, unacceptable, you pay today or your stuff gets towed tomorrow. So either you get towed or you remove it from the yard so you don't have to add to it the expenses that you can't pay today.
Yeah, of course.
And it's nothing personal, it's just business. We have people to report to and reporting to provide to people. And if they say, why is my yard's full but I'm not making any money because customers aren't paying, we have a problem on our hands, and nothing is free in this life. Yeah, we don't have a business.
But at the same token, like, they're communicating, like, we don't forget where we came from. I was that guy one time where it's like, either I'm going to pay my drivers this week or am I going to pay the parking guy, right? And you got to make those tough decisions. As long as you pick up the phone, communicate with our team, and you're making an effort to make it whole, but going silent, that's not going to.
That gets you towed.
I love it. And the second point you made there was talking about the customer service lady that y'all hired, and you said about the getting cussed at and belittled and stuff, and and that happens. And the crazy part about it is most of the time these guys and girls out there, man, they're not mad at her or really mad at you guys. They're mad at the asshole that just cut them off on the interstate, or the dum-dum they've been following for 20 miles doing 15 below the speed limit. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
And then 5 minutes late, got rejected.
Yeah, and they got to their spot at Freight Ninja, and oh man, like I forgot the code of the gate, and they freak out. They call you guys and lose it. But having someone here that is directed, that is kind of around the industry, that understands, hey, you're going to get cussed at, that, but man, they're probably not mad at you.
Don't take it personal.
Yeah, don't take it personal. And I bet, and I've heard my wife deal with this because she's been in the trucking industry now for a few years, man, on the insurance side. Now she works for a compliance place. But I heard it there. Guys will just call in and cuss at her for no reason. And then by the time she figures out, oh, okay, well, you're really upset about this little thing. Oh, hey, look, I'm going to fix this for you right now. Boom, problem solved, dude. And then they go leave a 10-star review. You know what
Why
I
do we
mean?
need to waste that negative energy?
Yeah. They are. Drivers are.
Been talking to them for a long time. You gotta be their, like you say, you gotta be their therapist.
Their accountant, their social worker. Like I got a guy, he couldn't afford and I love this guy. I love all of our customers. But, he only talks to me. He only pays when I call him. And he can't pay his $400 a month spot in East St. Louis for 2 or 3 spots, but he tells me that he just bought racehorses. He goes, yeah, I'm training him and getting him to say, hey, sounds good. Make sure you let me know what track they're racing on so I can watch and support you and all that. 'Cause I'm going to get out of trucking. I said, all right, sounds good. Hey,
You need to
everyone's
store your trailers with the horses.
Exactly.
We still got you.
Yeah, so but it's all fun, and that's why I love transportation, and I think we all do, because we don't walk into an office and say, what did you do today? Well, I did A, B, C, and D, and that's what my days are. We don't know what we're walking into every day. Who's going to blow out? What kind of scumbag is going to sign up a long-term lease and not fulfill it? There's you gotta keep your head on a swivel in the transportation. There's a lot of scammers. Like you said, even for the driver's side, people that try to. I mean, there was a company right down the road here that got pinched because they weren't paying their drivers, and they're a large carrier, and it's like, how does that even happen? But people can talk smooth, and that's why you always got to inspect what you expect, and that's kind of been a thing. That's been a model that's been kind of going around here, because if you don't understand it, get to understand it, because it can take you a lot further than just believing it for whatever anyone told me. Investigate it, especially what you see today. Watch the news. You can watch 4 different news channels and hear 4 different versions of the same story. You're like, which one is true here? Who got what? Where did they go? What city was it in? Because this one said New York, this one said LA, this one said Chicago. So you gotta keep your head on a swivel. It's sad, but it's at the same time it's reality.
Yeah,
that goes everywhere.
It is, man. This industry, like I said, I don't know. It's a fantastic one if you're involved in the right place with the right people. You know what I mean? And like you said, you keep your head on swivel when you're aware of stuff, because you can get screwed over really, really easy in this industry. And unfortunately, especially in the space that you guys are in, man. Yeah. I've seen it on Facebook, man. Crazy thing. I don't know the term for it, but when someone goes on Facebook and says, "Oh, I have a house for rent," and John goes and rents it, shows up, and someone lives there, but John already paid the. Dude, that is a scam. That is now. That's now going on in the truck.
Crypto?
In the truck parking space.
Yeah.
Right? It is. Like,
no. So yeah, to your point, let's talk about that. We have a yard in Columbus. Someone calls us that says, "Hey, I rented a trailer from you guys," and we said, "We don't rent trailers." Then we get a call 20 minutes later saying, "Hey, someone stole a trailer out of my yard." We figured out who it was. We called the guy who had it because he did an in-gate or whatever. And he goes, "I rented this trailer from so-and-so who operates out of your yard." This guy was renting per day trailers that weren't his out of our yard from a customer of ours.
Oh!
And it was like, that was a first of that. And I was like, holy shit, now we gotta watch this?
Oh, that's crazy.
But back to the world, it's a very slick industry, and you always got to keep your head on the swivel.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, if everyone says that these criminals put as much thought into their criminal activity,
right.
Dude, you put half of that effort into something legal.
Doing that, though?
Golly, man, you gotta think, man. All the money you made from that, bro, you probably actually could have bought like 3 or 4 trailers and went legit. You know what I mean? But no, the one that I've heard is like it'll just be so much property, man, and they'll be like, oh yeah, you can rent this space $50, and then someone pulls 75 feet, 80,000 pounds of trailer on Chris's property, and here comes Chris, what I mean, out the front door. But man, so it is a place. This industry, unfortunately, is just ripe for scams and people getting messed over, and so especially these days, man. There's a lot of things going around, the fraud stuff, and everything is about taking money from someone. So it's you have to keep your head on a swivel, be aware of what's going on. Again, be in the right circles, and don't be afraid to question stuff here, man. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people unfortunately see this industry as it's a big blue collar thing, and I think because that we all sometimes have a misplaced trust and our
Great.
fellow blue collar people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It
That
moves
is
very fast.
yes,
too.
yes. You know what I mean. So you got to pay attention. But all right, let's move on to the I wouldn't say the important stuff. More important stuff and stuff that is just equally as important, but is in addition to the important stuff we've already been talking about. There we go.
That was a lot.
I know, right?
So what are we talking about?
I know. All right, so let's get started on growth, new locations and stuff, and locations that we're focusing on. I saw a list earlier. You showed me, and you said, Pedro, these are those sites that we're really kind of focusing on. So let's talk about that. New places that we got coming or that we have, and if you want any new ones that may be in the work, we can give some hints. But and then also these ones that you guys are focusing on, that y'all redone, put some new stuff in there. Trying to bring some
New places that we've opened up in. I'll go with that, and then you can kind of talk about East Dundee, huge market. Actually, we've been there 2 months. We're going on month 3. We're at 86% occupancy there right now, or higher actually.
Golly.
Yeah. So that's been that market's been on fire. Gated, fence secured, obviously the Freight Ninja Way. Elwood, Illinois, another hot market near Joliet. We just opened up a yard there within 2 months. That has a waiting list now. That is 100. In fact, we're actually creating more stalls than we have there. Because people want to be there, so we're giving them what they want. And they can't complain about space then, because that's what they wanted. And then, there's a couple in the southeast that we're working on. Some newer, nicer locations that are on the 5-yard line that should be getting done here soon, which is going to be nice. And then John has some exciting news on what's getting prepped and is getting ready to go through legal here too. That's going to be huge announcements.
Which one are you referring
well, he said, which one are you referring to?
Yeah.
to?
We can't talk about the other one.
We
'cause it's
can't
under
talk about
NDA.
that. I don't think either one.
Oh, all right. Well,
But just kind of softly talk about it.
Softly, yeah.
There's a lot of big things in the works right now that are really gonna accelerate things faster than we've even experienced in the last 2 years. Which gets me excited in a sick way. I'm one of those people where it's like, if I feel like I'm not busy, I'm complacent. So I like to always feel overwhelmed. But that's what I signed up for.
Being comfortable and uncomfortability. Yeah.
If my phone doesn't ring, I'm calling me. I'm like,
Calling
is the
yourself.
internet out? What's going on? I need to talk to somebody. And then Chris slows me down. We've got tons of things in the
Fort
works.
Worth.
And it's honestly,
Ooh, nice, bro.
Fort Worth is coming on site within the next
yes.
30 days probably.
I'd say the most important thing though is we're finally to a position where we're being more selective, right? We're gonna have a certain standard. Right? I tell our sales team all the time, we're not selling spots, we're selling service. We're selling safe, secure parking, whether it's for their trailers or loads, their trucks. I mean, this is their livelihoods, right? We're not transactional. We're selling a service, and we're always going to be that way. And when it comes to yard quality, we're setting a certain standard. We're not taking every yard that presents itself anymore. Quality over quantity. So.
That's you. You have to, yeah, man. But you also have to start somewhere, bro. You know what I mean?
I started my first yard.
Oh yeah. You got to start somewhere. But as you get there, man, you. I don't want to say it's as much as we've heightened our standards, because I hate when people say that. No offense, because it makes it for me is you're telling yourself, oh well, I didn't have one at first. I just kind of want to get into business. But I think it's more you learn the things that you like and your customers like, and the stuff that doesn't work for you and your business. There may be someone out there that a yard that's got 3-foot deep potholes in it, that works for them, dude, they just bring crap equipment in there and they just want somewhere to park it and stuff, but there's other folks we care about equipment, we want a nice place, don't want our drivers to have an issue, I think it's what it is. You just learn the things that fit your business model better, and what keeps you, say you're not transactional, what keeps those people coming back after that initial transaction and stuff, you know what I mean?
Like that yard with the potholes, I guarantee you the gate's broken and wide open
Yeah.
as well. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
again,
not fixing the little things.
Yeah.
The big things are probably broke as well.
True, and that's kind of brings it back to where we're talking about how everything is kind of a grab for carriers. I think a lot of businesses in this industry, and let's say the worst truck stop. They're the freaking worst ones at this shit. They're the big beautiful thing, and in 6 months, sorry drivers, but when y'all ruin it and beat it up to heck. And then you complain, well, why did you do crappy? And they don't fix anything up, man. But they don't. They get that initial thing and they dump the money into the initial investment, and then after that,
and they see how it's treated, and they say, "What am I doing this?"
Yeah,
for?
and they just don't care. Well, I mean that, but also they just stop caring because to them, it's only that initial investment. Like that's it. As long as we put that into, then that doesn't matter. Everything breaks, it breaks. We don't care, But like you said, it's having that standard of the things, and I feel that like a lot of business owners that they forget to put themselves in their customer's shoes. They all talk about it. You know what I mean? I said, okay, cool. Well, you think like a consumer, well, would you be happy with that gate dragging the ground, taking 45 minutes to open when you come in here after a long, hard day? You wouldn't. You know what I mean? So I always like that about you guys.
I mean, operationally, too, I'm not going to put these guys under stress where it's like, how are we going to remote manage a yard in Fort Worth with no gate, no camera, nothing? You're just blind managing, and then on the client side, they want you to perform, and it's like you can't perform in these standards, right? So
we can't provide the service that we
that
pitch
we're promising our customers.
Yeah.
So it's a double-edged sword.
Oh, my dude, you guys are. Man, I'm telling you, let's go, man. Okay, update. More yards. What other place we got? What are we focusing on before we move on to talking about some initiatives, some new programs, kind of you guys got within the company? What other yards y'all are we focusing on?
We're putting a little focus on the Northeast. We don't have a presence there right now, just Baltimore. It's a very tough market to crack into, from the land side, just because the price of land out there is insane. But we've got a couple things in the fire there. Really anywhere where we see demand, we're going to put a focus on it.
How y'all doing in the West? Like I know y'all got that one spot in Cali. Are y'all looking for more places out there?
Well, we were talking about Chicago earlier. I mean, California is another state that, like for example, they're the same thing. Like for our Ontario site, they're like, you need to have man security 100% of the time. There, it's like you're not going to tell me how to run my business, and I can't operate a business by paying $50,000 a month in man security.
Yeah.
Then I got to turn that over to the drivers and say, hey, drivers, this is what the state of California is mandating. So now your rate is going to be $700 a month to park here. That's not feasible. And again, it kind of goes
not
into
to mention we've had man security,
and all they do is sleep. On
I
the
remember
job.
you telling me about that, dude.
That's why and with this we could use this as a segment to roll into an announcement. That's why we did the deal with LBT.
I thought that was what he was hitting at. I was like, I don't want to say anything because I don't know if that is. Dude, that's going to be cool. I first learned about them, man, when I was in the Army. Dude, they used to do like lighting and stuff, man, for government. And
I
stuff.
believe it.
Yeah,
dude, they're a smart group.
Awesome group.
Awesome.
Great culture.
Yes, it is. We couldn't say more good things about them. They understand people, and they truly believe in great relationships. They flew out here 2 times. A competitor of theirs, when we put this out to bid, they sent us a 1-page email back, and like even from that, like LBT was like, hey, we're gonna fly out with the team, this and that. They did that once. The competitor came through. They actually had a better price, but with the disconnect of the personal relationship, that was an immediate turnoff for John and I. So LBT came in. We were very open. We worked through some things. They heard, where we needed to be. We understood. We're paying for what we're getting. It may not be the cheapest model, but it is the best model out there. They are the 900-pound gorilla in solar monitor. Not even just solar. I mean, I know hardwired cameras that go down more than their solar cameras. So what does that say about them?
Yeah.
They're made in the USA, right, in Salt Lake City. We're going there next week to actually talk at their town hall meeting. They've asked us to come out there to speak and talk about the partnership.
I heard that phone call, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, can we go?
They're just amazing people. They get it. They get connections. They get culture, and they're doers. They're great people. You saw the little shrine out here with the flag that flew over the base in Iraq. On the second flight out here, they brought that and kind of presented that to us, and I still get the chills when I talk
I was
about
gonna say,
it.
man, if I'm not mistaken,
That's
they
awesome.
do, man. Over there on all the fobs and stuff, like that was a big backbone of their business. Is they did all the lighting towers, had all the security cams, like helped watch for mortar stuff coming in. Like, so I'm pretty darn certain that is, unless there's
I'll
another one
definitely
out
ask
there,
them about it.
I am pretty darn certain. Dude, there's no way that you get a flag that's flown over a fob just randomly unless someone, serves it up high enough.
10.
Yeah, 10 of them.
10 years, 10 of those flags.
So I bet you they had to do that. That did the same company. That's amazing, bro. So and they're about the military, man. Like you can't get any better.
And
than
they're
that.
U.S. made.
Yeah, dude.
And they're the best
Yeah,
they're
at
the
what
best.
they do. I
And
mean,
they got
we've tested a lot of
Really?
different.
There was one camera
Technologies.
solution that like we had on our Columbus site when we first started, and I even asked them twice in this partnership. I said, "Hey, where is this payments coming from?" They're like, "Oh, it's coming out of the main account." We're like, "All right, cool, whatever." I guess. And then like there's 1 month left in the contract. Like, Chris, what do you want to do? I said, "You can take your camera back. Like, we're gonna put an LVT on site." We actually already had an LVT on site. This thing was so bad. And they go, "We just realized we never charged you for this." I said, "Well, too late now.
Yeah.
11 months in, your shit sucked. Like,
It never worked.
get it out." Like, I'm glad you didn't charge me for it because I would have been even more pissed off. So it just you see a lot of going back to transportation industry. Same thing with this industry and iOS in general. You see a lot of players, like there's a lot of bad operators that have come in. We realized, they were a group that wanted to buy us that came in here, "Oh, let me do all this." He stood up at an NAIOS show, banging his chest. "If you got property in here, I'm going to buy it from you or lease it. I want 100 yards in the next 6 months." Well, there's a lot of court systems knocking on his door right now because he failed. He gave us a black eye for that. I mean, we walked out of that meeting and people were like, "Do you know this guy?" We're like, he does not represent this industry. He's some tech guy that thought he was about this life and has no clue what he's getting himself into, and he burned a bunch of people. That's what we got to be careful of in this industry.
Yeah.
It's a new industry. You got to watch out who's trying to fill it in because
People
there's
see
people
opportunity and
they want to just leech.
Yeah. So hey, before we move too far past it, man, like I want to touch on the LVT thing a little
Yeah.
bit. All right. So like, I mean, what does that mean for you guys? What is the point of bringing them in here? I mean, they've heard us say a light, a camera, whatever. Let's talk about what does this mean for Freight Ninja, the people that do business with you guys. How is this going to help your
Yeah, I mean,
improve
first and
stuff?
foremost, like I was saying, they're the best at what they do, and that's AI monitoring and security of the yard, right? So when I talk about that standard, even if it's a little more expensive, we're going to make sure we're going to put the best technology in place to make sure our customers are getting what they're buying.
If y'all would, guys, this is hard to maybe picture. I tried pulling something up here, but I don't think I can. This is what they're talking about. If you've ever gone to, when you go out holiday shopping, you go out holiday shopping and you see these light towers attached to these things that look like generators, and it's got cameras and stuff on
Defense
top
squad
of them.
cars.
Usually the police departments own them. That is LVT. Probably think 90% of those things I've ever seen are
Right.
LVT
Yep.
systems.
Yep.
So that's what we're talking about here is these systems that they're putting in here and stuff. So and I think that's is a great solution to kind of what you were talking about with the security stuff, man, about having to pay the security thing. Because I want to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, like LVT 24/7 365 monitored. This thing's 360-degree camera, full LED system light. Like, I mean, this thing is like a sun in the middle of a yard.
You think there's 10 squad cars in your yard at night. It's awesome.
And they realized we've tried a lot of different options and the value in what we know in this industry now too. So, Chris could build one of these things and tell you exactly how it needs to be set up, how tall the pole needs to be,
Dude,
and
that's
see
cool,
over
bro.
trucks and unless you're
oh,
living in
that's
it,
a good one,
you don't
dude.
know.
That's why they're bringing us out to
That's
Salt
a
Lake.
good one.
So we're going to sit with their, tech team and eventually, develop, different solutions for license plate recognition.
Oh, that's
Taller
Be
maps
able
to see down,
scan
create
unit
inventory.
How
numbers.
cool would it be that scans the
Container
license
numbers.
plate, just auto opens the gate?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
Oh,
we're
dude, that'd be
working
sick, dude.
So that's kind of what we're working towards, and being able to provide inventory for our customers, especially our container customers, right? Where the camera
Bro,
recognize
that theft is crazy.
one truck, this container, send them an automated inventory of what's in the yard.
Oh, dude,
Because right
that's
now
a
they're
good
paying
one.
people, or they're looking, hey, can you have someone taking inventory on site? It's like, well, we use unmanned sites.
Yeah.
We try to keep costs down for our customers. If I put a body on that site 24/7, who's going to pay for it? right? It all comes out of business.
Dude, there's a lot of truck companies that are actually starting to do kind of what you're talking about. They're using these camera systems as trucks are coming in and out. They're taking the photos. Okay, hey, this truck came in here, the trailer, and when it scans it, it shows all the information, what's loaded on the truck, and it puts it into the system. So everyone knows, all right, hey, this trailer's here, this one's there, and if that thing moves, it is like there is no, oh, well, we think Bobby took it. Well, no, we know Bobby took it because we can see him coming right out the gate with it. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that stuff's really cool,
So
man.
there's a ton of lift.
Yeah. But I mean, being able to, that is a service to your customer, not just in the sense of what you're talking about, but in even theft stuff, right? Like, dude, if something leaves that yard, bro, we've got a picture right here of it. Like, we were just talking about the company earlier, Genlog. Shout out to Genlog.
Yeah.
They kind of do that thing, man, that same thing, but. That's having that on your sites, man, is absolutely incredible, and it's a big value driver. It's a cost savings for you guys, cost savings for your customers, and
Check the conditions of yards too. Our property managers, they got to be on site. So if they can't be on site, we run any location out of this market from the LVT camera. So their job is to log in, look at the yards, see what's the trash, is the gate shut. Are the signs up properly? Do we need to make any adjustments? Yeah.
I mean, you could read license plates
700 feet away.
Or even like last night, man. Hey, the storms that came through here last night. You could just dial up on there, man.
Yep.
Let's check all the yards. Do we have any damage? Fence lines down. You know what I mean? Like, instead of having to pay someone, dude, or go out there and check all that stuff. Endless capabilities with this stuff, and it's going to be a real game
Like our
changer.
clients on the real estate side, one of these guys runs their gate over.
Yeah.
Now we know who to go back to, right?
Yeah,
It's not
getting
coming out of their
charged back.
pocket. That's a hefty repair.
Yeah.
If you don't know who
Pays
did
for
it.
itself. I mean, and that's the thing. We had a competitor camera on site in Atlanta. I gave these guys a shot, right? A week in, $1 million carload gets stolen out of there.
Ooh.
He goes, "Can you?" And this is what makes me sick too, because at the end of the day, people talk about they care. Like, we actually do care. So when that happens, I love this shit. I went to college to be a cop, and I failed at that, obviously. But like, I love to try to solve
better
crime.
community.
Yeah. So I get on the cameras, and then the guy goes, "Hey, can you send me the camera footage to see how this happened?" I go on this competitor's camera, and it says no data found. It was off.
Oh.
So then I reach out to them, and they go, "Well, can you plug it in?" Can I plug it in? What do I pay you for? I want it. Yeah, right. It's a solar camera. What do I got to plug it in Atlanta for? LVT's never told me to plug in a camera. The camera's down, they'll send a tech out within an hour or whatever and get it back up, because they understand the importance of us having this up. Because when it's down, we're leaving our customers open.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
And we're not selling shit.
Customers and clients.
Yeah.
And what I really love about them, and they're never going to stop innovating.
Yeah.
Right. So even though we're solving for the now, what the next 10 years could bring as they evolve, there's endless opportunity. So
Yeah, man. Dude, that's good stuff, right?
Yeah,
there.
they even have a gate solution.
Yeah, they have gate
Some of our
arms.
yards don't have power, so we can't put a gate in.
Oh, yes.
They created a solar similar type of gate system.
That's good, dude.
With the cameras on there with license plate recognition, and
That's
I mean
nice.
they're the real deal for sure.
All right, shout out to
LVT. We gotta get them on a
LVT.
podcast.
Yeah, we'll get 'em on here.
Dude, I talked to them at the Texas Trucking Show, I think it was. I don't know, a few years ago, and I don't know. Maybe my emails went to their spam, but they never replied to me. But anyway, we'll get them on. I need to get on because they're cool, bro.
I'm sure it went to
Oh,
Talk to them
great
people all day
people.
long. I like that stuff, bro. I've seen.
I think
the
you'd have
cameras.
good connection with their guy Rich. He was in the military as well. He was the one that presented.
Oh yeah, bro. That's the guy we need on right
Yeah.
there. That show will have zero
He's
about
the one in the
LVT,
pictures.
and we would do nothing but talk about military
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
They understand relationships too,
Yes.
and something we're huge on, and honestly, why we've had so much success is you gotta build those relationships, man.
Oh, 100%, man.
You gotta work with people you trust, and
It's a relationship. I mean, a lot of industries say that about things, but this really is. It really is a relationship. But I mean, dude, just our lunch thing that we had today, bro. Complete relationship. right there, dude. 100%, man. All of us that are people that were in each other's circle already. You know what I mean? And it was we just all had to find the common thing that brought us all together. You know what I'm saying? And so it is. It's really about relationship, man. How you can help out the crazy to say, sometimes even your dang competitor. You know what I mean? Because there's something to be said about helping others that even are in direct competition with you. You know what I mean?
We do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just at the end of the day, do the right thing. You're a
When
human.
first, competitors started to get into space, they would call me up. Yeah, I'm an open book. This isn't rocket science, right? Like, we need competition.
Right.
It keeps us
Keeps you
hungry.
on your toes,
Yeah,
bro.
right.
Keeps us evolving too, because we have someone breathing down our back,
Yes.
chasing us.
That's
we
what I'm
always
saying,
gotta
man.
be the best.
Yeah, man. Because it's great being the only person in the spot and controlling things and stuff,
drive.
but also, it drives down ingenuity, innovation. You know what I mean? We won't get deep into why I think that way, but it does, man. When there is no competition and you are the only sole thing that does something or control a mass majority of the market share, it kills it. It kills it. There is, because nobody wants to be in something. Let's be honest here. We're all in business to make money. John, I know you love helping people. Chris, I know you love helping people. But dude, at the end of the day, this pays your bills. You know what I mean? This supports your family, supports their families and stuff. You know what I mean? So, but the point is like, if there's no reason to be in here to make money and be a capitalist or whatever, you know what I mean? You stay stagnant and things die, service goes down, quality goes down, and then those things like that are industry killers.
Yeah, they die.
Yeah,
Just
bro. Yeah.
love to compete.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people in this industry that love that stagnant shit, man. They get close to the top. They're like, oh, we've got it figured out, or we've got enough of the market share that we don't care. We don't have to keep doing better. You know what I mean? And until they start losing that ground, and they're like, oh no, and then it's catching your tail. You know what I mean? You can't catch up. So, okay, guys. Let's talk about new things we got going on in the company. I'm really excited about this first one because I kind of feel like I was there at the infancy of this talk, man. At Max, when we were talking about the health stuff, dude, and the fitness thing, man. And you guys, Valerie immediately got on that stuff, bro, and putting some things out, man. And you, Chris, I know you've been behind helping her with that, some information. So let's talk about that stuff, because that is a really big push in our industry right now, and I don't think we can talk about enough, is the health thing. I'm down 70 pounds almost myself.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, there's a lot of folks, man. Hunter, he's up on it now, losing weight. So many people have really got into the health thing with this, man. And drivers, our industry, period, sedentary, man. Most of us sit, you know what I'm saying? And we don't do much about that problem, and we just don't. And so I like that you guys are taking this approach head on with this. But I want you to talk about it, Chris. What's your I wouldn't say point to this, but what's your goal? What are you hoping to get with
spreading awareness at the end of the day? I mean, obviously going to Matt's. I come from a different world, the household good world for transportation. These drivers, no offense, were actually working. Like, they had to load furniture into 53-foot moving vans, 900 pounds of stuff, people's household goods. So they were a little bit more active. But when I went to Matt's, it's more of a freight, dock bumping. And I think we talked about it at Matt's. The amount of people that were in scooters, not because they were disabled, because they were overweight.
Yes.
Like, to me, well, that's sad. It's also an eye opener. Like, you need to do something about that. And pushing it off, or thinking it's not that problem. Oh, I have a bad knee. You have a bad knee because you're 700 pounds.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
I know.
So really opening it up there, and I even started with this. I bought this. I visited this table over there at Matt's that were selling like powders. I think they were called. It was called Cardio.
Oh, I remember those things.
I bought 2 bags of them.
that.
I just finished them. I got to look for more. It's a healthier, it helps.
Pre-workout, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
almost.
pre-workout,
Yeah,
yeah.
but there's no caffeine or
Yeah.
anything like that. It's more natural. So that was the kick there, and I liked their vision of how making this very unhealthy. What do I want to say? Unhealthy, not department, but jobs, whatever the case is. Industry, this unhealthy industry, and doing something about it. We can all sit here and talk about it, but and honestly, to the fact of this, I just gave Val a sniff of it. Since Matt's, she has taken this on her own.
Let's
like,
go, Val.
there is no,
Right.
she doesn't ask anything of me. She understands the prerogative and pushes the messaging, and she's a smart girl to where she knows the message that is here. But no, we have running jokes in the office about health and fitness. John's tried to work out a couple times over the last couple of years because he's in great shape. I've been really trying to get
Dang,
back. Really trying to get him back in the gym. And he's got 2 kids now, so health is wealth at the end of the day. And I want to see people get healthy.
I get my
because-
stuff.
Yeah.
The way he said that shit, though, Josh, I've worked it out a few times over the years. Like we're talking about building a step or something a few times over the years.
But
I got a couple things to do.
yeah, but at the end of the day, your health is everything to you. And without your health, you can't do those things. You can't enjoy life. You can't
I
work.
think your journey, though, too, really opened your eyes to it.
Oh, 100%.
For sure.
100%. Like, and then that's what it was. And you hit it on the head, John. Like, I got divorced. I was living in Florida. I used to be in great shape. Everyone falls in love, and they stop caring not only about themselves, but when you don't care about yourself, you don't care about others, and that affects your relationship. And at the end of the day, it could have affected mine. Unbeknownst to anybody, because I wasn't happy. And then I started this journey and got some good mentors and coaches in my life. Been training at a facility in Lombard that I actually train at 3 days a week, and now Mondays, Wednesday nights, and Saturday mornings I coach people there and try to get them in shape as well, which I love. But this is an amazing journey. It's an amazing community too. Like, back in the day, I'll admit it, I'd see a bigger person trying to get fit. I'd be like, what is this guy doing? Da, da, da. Now I look at it and I see a bigger person trying to get fit, whether they're walking down Roosevelt Road or something. I'm like,
good for you.
You know what? I love this.
Yeah.
They're not there yet, but I hope that they can continue this journey, because when they get to that point, they're going to see it. It's going to click in their head, and then it becomes a lifestyle.
Yeah.
There's no more workout fads, fad diets. Get off the GLP, Ozempic bullshit. Do it the right way. Do it the healthy way. And it will just, the returns are everlasting for you. I truly do mean that. And I'm glad that Val she really got behind that, and it means a lot to her too. So what she puts out there, we have a day that we just do fitness stuff. Fridays.
Is it Friday? Yeah.
It's Fitness Fridays, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
Wellness Friday.
Wellness Friday.
Wellness
I like that.
Fridays.
Yeah, Wellness Friday.
So it's that's a big thing, and then it's in our newsletter too. So yeah, we, again, like you said, and like John,
I like it, dude.
We care.
Bro, that's an amazing thing, man, is the wellness stuff, dude. And and I'll say, like, and it goes beyond just working out, dude. It really does. Like, I mean, it is, working out is 10% of it, ladies and gentlemen. Probably even less than that. It is a majority of what you put in your body and how much of it you're putting in your body.
Absolutely.
It really is. I mean, it's just like with anything else in life. You get out of it what you put in it. That saying is a saying for a reason. And it is. So, like, I like that Valerie does it. She's not just about fitness stuff. She's done some recipes. She talks about food stuff.
That's awesome.
And dude, those things are great because a lot of drivers are amazing cooks. There's a Facebook page. I think it's called Cooking in a Semi Truck. Dude, there are people on this thing that could be like Iron Chef. I swear to God, bro. Like, these guys have got Ginsu knives and these things, bro, just chopping up. So a lot of them, they're looking for those recipes, those ideas, and dude, not all of us have people like you, Chris, or like me. Like, my people were Nick Klingon-Smith and Michael Lombard. Like, I was lucky that I had those guys in my life when I was ready to get back and make this change that helped me. I didn't have to go on the internet and get some stupid information from someone. I got it from two guys who were overweight and were truck drivers in sedentary jobs, and they did the right thing. Whereas Nick says, did the hard things, and they made the change, man. So,
And it affects your mental, too.
Dude, 100,000%, man. And it just, everything, dude. There is nothing worse, bro. At my heaviest when I was a driver, I was about close to 300. Dude, and you talk about, we only want to get home and spend time with our family, but you're so damn fat and out of energy, or you're out of energy because you're so damn fat and eating all this horrible stuff, you can't go play with your kids and do all of those things and have fun. And all those stuff, man. So
you have your kids and you hold them, and you're like,
here's
better stay alive.
Yeah.
When we starting?
Yeah.
Hey, actually, I don't get my steps.
Talking about this, man. This I was literally just talking about this with my buddy Stephen McGee. Holler, Stephen. Stephen, you got less than a month, brother, and you are officially retired. I know you're watching, Stephen. Drivers don't retire anymore, dude. You realize they die or they just get out of the industry, bro. You know what I mean? Because no one is living long enough to freaking retire.
Right.
And even Steven, hate to say like Steven, he's already had some heart stuff and everything.
Steven.
Yeah, even Steven. Yeah, but he got it right, man. He got on the right track. He got healthy. I mean, this guy, he's been trucking for 30-something years. He's one of the few people they can retire. But it's because he made those choices, right? He made the right choices after the bad happened. But I think that's another big part of this, man, is it's not just about, being healthy on a day-to-day. It's about that longevity, man. We were talking at lunch that most people, when they retire, they're gone 3 years after they retire. And we mean unalive. You're just done because you have nothing to do. You've been unhealthy for so long. You have no activities, no goals, no hobbies, nothing after you retire and stuff, man. Yeah. And so,
you're living for work.
Yeah, but this health is a big part of it because you're adding years, onto your life. But me, I'm all about, dude, I want to have plenty enough years after I retire. I'm going to bust my butt for 50-something years for the man or whatever. I sure as heck want to make sure I got 20 or 30 for my damn self. You know what I mean? After it's all said and done. And that's the sadness with this industry, brother, is it's just not. There's not a lot of that here, man. People are so unhealthy that it's not a lot of folks being able to be in it for the long run to retire, man. And you guys also ended on this with the health thing. I love how you, Chris, and Valerie taking this. You guys aren't, cliche-ing it, dude. Like a lot of these other places. Oh, we put out a little thing with some, eat your vegetables. Yeah. Here's the food pyramid. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all are taking some good time for it, man. And it's
like she's putting meals out there that are for cabs, on the road, healthy stuff.
Exactly,
like,
man.
We're making it relatable to our audience.
Yeah.
It's not some white chick in a thing in the kitchen cooking for her husband. Like, oh, make these meals. No, this is your driver. These are the pots and pans that they have. This is the electric stove that they may be cooking on, or the butane burner, whatever it is that they got in there. Like, make it relatable. Make it so they could do something with it, not just to say we cover fitness in our newsletter.
She even did it with the workouts.
In the parking lot.
You gotta get Chris. You gotta get Chris out there, like, demonstrate. That'd be a really good one. Just pictures. Dude, that'd be a really...
Maybe this fall when it's about 71 degrees.
Yeah, bro, for real, man. Do some of that stuff, man. Get you out to get some short videos and stuff. Like, that would be fantastic.
Can I do it shirtless?
Whatever you want, man. Whatever you want. In your I mean, you're almost wearing Ranger panties now. You know what Ranger panties are? I'm gonna show you a picture of dude. So like in the army, everyone has PTs, but Rangers they always wear
the short shorts.
Yeah, the little bicep.
Yeah, I like those.
So we call them Ranger panties.
I'm starting to get a little bit shorter. I just bought my first pair of Muay Thai shorts today, which I think come up a little bit more. Yeah. So we're pushing the limits today.
if you walked into any junior high right now, they'd send you home.
Yeah. Yes. No, Valerie does a great job on the health and wellness, and that's a big thing here. I think a lot of even our employees, buy into that, and we chat about it. Max always eats his ground turkey and rice for lunch every single day. I don't know how he doesn't get sick of that. But then again, I eat my own salami sandwich for lunch every day. But it used to be like Chick-fil-A or McDonald's. So we kind of honed that in a little bit. I get a nice little yogurt, a little protein balls, and a salami sandwich with a poppy pop. So times have changed, but like we said, it's definitely a lifestyle. It's not a fad. It's not something you can do for 3 months and stop. And as we get older, too, it just becomes more and more important. And it's a lot harder too as we get older. And people give up right before they get to that point where they see change. And that's the biggest thing is Rome wasn't built in a day. Like, you got to stay on it. If it were easy, you could look around the rooms that you sit in, and no one would be out of shape. But do me a favor. Go into the rooms that you sit in, look around, and I'm going to bet 60 to 70% of those people are out of shape and overweight because they just don't understand the value of...
And I'd say the most successful people in the room are probably in the best shape.
Yeah.
That's not a coincidence.
No, it's not. You're right. You're right, because it is.
Small detail.
It is, man. It is. And it's not saying one thing, bad about the other one. It's just that, like, it is. You have to have those priorities, and everyone pushes them aside. Chris said it; he's done it himself. John only works out a few times every couple years. So, everybody puts it off, man. That's why I say, I always like to throw in there that the fitness thing is important, but I'm telling you, the food thing is way more important. You know what I mean? It is. Just put the good stuff in your body, man. You know, like quit all this junk, this processed crap. Like, take some time, go buy the stuff, cook yourself the meal from fresh.
Hormones
you know
are
what I
a
mean?
problem. And so
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's one thing I love about my wife, man. You ever come to our house, dude? My wife makes almost everything from scratch.
Awesome.
And it was because she learned it is when we had kids. She looked at the back of this, oh my God, the amount of sugar in that.
Yeah.
My wife can make the cookies. We do not have bought cookies in our house. It is only cookies my wife made, and it all came from her being able to control the sugar that went into it. And so it's the same thing with all the other things we make, man. It is. It's, you know, even sugar. People are like, oh, sugar's bad for you. It is. In okay amounts is all right, but the biggest problem is the crap you're eating ain't sugar, baby. You know what I mean? It ain't real sugar.
not real.
Yeah.
Just
So
Diet Coke stuff, and
exactly.
artificial flavors.
Yeah, man. Everything. Oh, salt, sodium is so bad for you, dude. You know how much sodium is in the human body? It's the fact that it's the right amounts and the right quality, the right types, man. You know, and that's what it is. A lot of processed stuff out there, brother. And so it is all ultra important about things you're putting in your body. Dude, man, I love that. You guys really honing in on that stuff, man.
Yeah.
And that's really good. And now, let's see. Final thing here. What was my last agenda item? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Life with a Brain Injury. This is why Pedro takes notes, but Pedro left his notes sitting on the desk in the other room.
The last year, I think it was.
Huh?
Last year, reunion anniversary.
Yes, Laz, and then and what's coming next? What's coming next? We're gonna do it.
Yes.
So let's talk about Laz. That thing has been, let's say, it's been life changing for you guys. It really has. So let's jump on that. John, I think you'd be primed to talk about that.
I touched on it a little earlier, but really, you know, they found us. Wasn't out there trying to sell a company by any means. We fell in love with the people, the culture. They've built something very impressive, and like unless you see it with your own eyes, you almost don't believe it. And it was more of an operational infrastructure deal for us. The way we were scaling, we needed to go work with the best of the best. Capital wasn't going to solve our problem. Or, you know, people could write a big check and say, all right, go fix the truck parking problem. I need people, right? And they're operators just like we're operators, and it was really the perfect marriage for us. And you know, there's two guys within that industry specifically that, you know, without them we probably wouldn't have got the deal done. And you know, they've been amazing mentors. I mean, I was in business on my own for 10, 11 years. I've learned more in 1 year than I learned in the first 11, but you know, the first 11 I would never replace. I wouldn't do it a different way. But they're next level, right? It's you go from being a solo in the janitor's closet to, you know, having to
XCOM meetings,
executive
boards.
committee, on board meetings, and you're sitting around the table with guys that you would have never been sitting around that table, right? So, you know, these guys throw around numbers like did you say 500 million? Right? And it's
We're talking pesos?
and you know, it's really been a blessing and life changing. Yeah.
That's good, bro. I've seen it. I've seen it in the year that you guys have been with them. You know, the things that they've helped you guys do better and are helping you guys move forward to the future and stuff, man. And I don't know. I love that for you guys. It is because for you, John, like you said, you weren't looking for them. They kind of found you, but the fact that you knew, man, okay, like you easily could have turned them down, John. You could have, man, and waited for someone else. Because honestly, like I could see how it'd be scary to get with someone at their level, man. Because most people like that, they come in and they want control of everything. Like this is us. It's out. Like
Fire everyone.
Boom. That's it. Done. And it's like, dude, why'd you even come in here if you just want to change everything that you wanted to do business with me for in the first place, man? But you know, for you taking that step and seeing like, man, like, hey, there is the value here for me. Like, if we're going to go to where we want to go, we have to be involved with someone like this at some level and have someone like this in our fold in the deck of cards, man. You know, and the fact that that they didn't do what I just talked about, man. They've seen what you guys do and they love it. And I think that's the great thing is that they're like, man, hey, we know what we know and these guys know what they know. Now we need to just put it together and make sure that it's benefiting.
We're here when you let us know what you need, right? We don't know your industry, but tell us how we can help and we'll give you those resources.
Yeah.
And honestly, even more important than that, the culture they built and their people first run company. It was more so, we want to buy your company because we believe in you and your vision, and we don't care about really the numbers. We'll figure the rest of that out. But culturally, we've walked away from acquisitions because culturally we didn't. It could have been the best deal in the world.
Yeah, we've seen it.
They're not going to do it.
It's not always about money, though.
No, and he's personally been in a deal where, I mean, the numbers were outrageous. I mean, it could have been a big lift, but Laz's leadership got involved and said, listen, something feels a little off here. Something feels a little untrustworthy. John had the same feeling, and it was a walkaway. It wasn't worth it. So that's, again, goes back to the value of what people bring to the organization, not just the monetary value. And culture is a big thing of that. We've adapted that culture here. And everyone in this team has or should, because that's the way forward that we're moving. Do good things, be good people, and work your ass off. Yeah. You'll be okay.
Yeah, it's been eye-opening for sure. Their three founders are childhood best friends. 20 years old, started valeting at college. Now they have close to 30,000 employees. And
$4.3 billion company, $100 million.
The best part about it is if you met their founders today, you would have no clue who they were. They would treat you just like we're talking right now.
You wouldn't know they own Laz.
Their mission now is we want to take what we built, our dream, and provide that opportunity and help mentor guys like you. So, it's
the next generation, bro. That's what it is. Like you mentioned, the next. That's it. Right.
Their goal is to have 40,000 employees in the next 5 years.
Yeah, they're about creating opportunity for people now. It's not even about making money anymore.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think you're going to see some
people over profits. They say
people over
no
profits,
profit, no fun.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, John said it though, man. Like we were just started talking about this a minute ago. It was like this is a lot of money, but like money doesn't solve everything. You could do. We have seen time and time again in history, people just throw stupid money at stuff that just does not work, man. There is that line, and the majority of the time, it's the people that make the difference. You have all the money in the world to solve it, but if you don't have the person that comes up with the actual solution, the money that backs it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so it is, and it's people. People make it go around, and people make this industry go around, man. I think that's the most important thing.
Me and Chris, we've been on a hunt to try to poke holes in everything because we're like, there's no way this culture is really like this, and every employee loves being here and wake up and go to work. But all their leadership's been there 20 plus years. They treat their people good. We met people that worked for them that had no clue we were even working on this acquisition, and not one bad word you could find.
That's good, man. Very rare. That's rare. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Oh,
That's another good learning point. So like everyone, when you're going through the process, I had never done anything like that before, and it's like everyone wants to tell you how you're going to get screwed.
Yeah.
Right. It's all worst case scenario. It's a breath of fresh air that there is good partners out there still, and people doing good business.
I'm glad it's going really well for you guys, man. Which I know y'all wouldn't have got involved in it if it wasn't going to. So, but it's good to see it pay off, man, and just being here today and just hearing some conversations you guys have had and just mentioning them with just people who've been talking to the building or just Chris and I talking and they just kind of come up in the conversation, and it's always something good, man, and it's always something about how it's the betterment for Freight Ninja 2 and you guys for the betterment of them. So, and that again, it's what makes the best partnerships, man. Is
in our team here too.
Yeah, someone seeing, hey, these know something I don't, we know something they don't. Let's get together and find a way to make this to where we all are in the know. We're doing good business and being successful. Final thing, let's talk about what next. I mean, what you guys can talk about. What are the things we're looking to maybe close out with 2026 with? Maybe number of yards or stuff like that, or what are some maybe goals and stuff that y'all have got set for yourself that you're working towards.
I mean, I think the mission still kind of remains the same. People always ask me about the name. They're truck parking is not in the name of our company for a reason, because, you know, kind of like this health thing we were just talking about, like, the goal is to be a one-stop shop provider for the transportation industry, for truckers, for, you know, anything really they need. So really nothing's off the table with where we can go, and, you know, whether it's through our own verticals or through strategic partnerships, you know, being able to help provide, whether it's discount fuel or
Insurance.
repairs, insurance, anywhere where we could help a driver save money or a small fleet, is it's the backbone of our country. So
Definitely need to do that, bro, because they're nickel and dime to death, aren't they? Dude?
well, I mean, every driver thinks they're getting screwed too. So
Yeah.
building those relationships would help these guys now go and, one, provide them with better quality insurance, actually shop it and make sure they're getting the best rate. And, you know, once you earn their trust, you can sell them anything.
That's true, bro. It's very true. The trucking industry, they're very, very loyal people.
Yep.
Very, very loyal, man. You do them right, and they're going to do you right. They're going to have their business forever. I know some folks that know that they could be saving money doing business with other people. They're like, you know what? They treat me good, man. I love them. I love their culture. I love the way they do business. I love what they stand for. Like, I don't mind paying the extra X amount of whatever it is, you know, for this service, because I know the value goes beyond what the actual price point is, man.
Yep.
And I like that, John. That's a very good thing, man. Very good points. A lot of these people, they get, you know, single focused in whatever they do in this industry, and they realize, man, like, I may be doing, you know, parking or whatever, but I also have an ability to maybe help out in this thing, you know, or this thing, just because of the stuff I know or the people I know.
Right.
You know, and there's no reason that my company that may do this one thing, you know, we can't help out, do some other stuff and have some other things underneath us and be a source for something. And it doesn't always have to be a revenue thing either, right? Sometimes the greatest things start out without the making money, putting it in my pocket, in the mind of it, you know what I mean? It's always those organic type stuff, man, where someone's just doing it for the love of the cause that ends up being the greatest things. That's right here. I mean, prime example, John. Prime example. Dude, Freight Ninja is a prime example for that, man.
That's their base.
Yeah.
100%.
What about you, Chris?
I think it's like John said, stay on the path, man. We have a good trajectory right now. We're not taking off more than we can chew. At the end of the day, the only thing that makes us nervous is not being able to provide for those guys. I mean, we get a ton of calls, inbound calls. Hey, I got this property. It's like, we can't. Like, it's not set up for what we're selling. So back to the quality over quantity. Not every piece of property is going to be for truck parking at our standards. And we'll refer you to other people that may want it. You know, and God bless, good luck. But we're on a mission here. Our whole team is on a mission. I think we'll probably end the year 2026. I say 75 yards.
Nice, bro. That's good.
Small growth for 26, but strategic growth. And then I think 27 is gonna be the lift off here with what we have cooking right now. That hopefully we're watering some seeds right now that hopefully grow in 27, and then there's gonna be a whole different vibe and energy on this podcast same time next year. When we're talking about, you know, kind of wrapping up 27, I think it's going to be a lot more positive. Not that anything's negative right now, but a lot of growth to come. You know, keeping this team intact here. These are our people. You know, we're still trying to figure it out too. Like John said, there's no one that we can go to and say, how do you run your truck parking company? We're the ones doing that. So making sure our customers, we've already found that our customers haven't been getting enough attention. And that's because of our rapid growth. So we're pivoting a little bit and initiating new SOPs in that world to make sure that they are heard and they are being communicated with on a constant to make sure their needs are met, obviously. So in-house, we got a little bit of tightening up to do. And then outside, you know, we got the security under wraps, you know, with LBT.
Yeah.
A couple other partners that we're trying to grow with as far as that, to make sure our customers their needs are being met on site, and then just working our relationships again. Try to get that's kind of the biggest misnomer here is people, you charge too much. I can only charge you with what everyone else is charging me. Land's not free, excavating's not free, landscaping's not free, electric's not free, gate repairs aren't free. Like, so that's our biggest thing is why we build communities in our yard. Take care of the community is going to take care of you. Guess what? If I run this yard and I have no issues there, you probably won't see me do a rent raise for 3 years, right? Why? Everything's working. Don't break it.
Yeah.
I don't need my community to start pulling out because it's gone up because I'm greedy, and then I got junk bags coming in here, right? That's going to tear it up and cost me more money at the end of the day because they hit the fence, they fly through the yard, they create the potholes that you all complain about.
Yeah.
Start policing that. And we get a lot
the
of
guys
that.
that pay the most are the better quality tenants.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's true, man.
And the bigger companies that they want nickel and dime you and beat you up, go.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want you.
Quality over quantity.
Quality over
I agree,
quantity
man.
and people
Yeah,
first,
you
man.
can't drill home the relationship
Yeah.
enough. It's especially in this industry.
Just do good. Do good.
I agree with that, dude. Yeah.
Like we tell our sales team, man, it's not rocket science. Care this much today, it's going to take you a long way because we have a lazy problem in the world today. And that's what we preach here, and that our guys embrace it. They're doers, from our ops team to our sales team. I mean, obviously, you've talked plenty about our marketing team, our accounting team behind the scenes, our customer service, who's forward-facing now. We didn't have a customer service before, but we saw the need to make sure that our customers are getting heard. So we went and hired a full-time customer service chick who's amazing. Is chick okay to use? Female? I don't know.
I think chick's good. I
Sometimes
use
they get
chick.
yelled at. Why you call me a female? Woman?
I say chick all the time.
All right, good. So yeah, so our customer service chick is awesome. What?
Got it.
Natalie, her name.
Natalie.
She's actually Valerie's friend from marketing. So again, we try to keep it in house. Refer to us who Valerie was good. She didn't know anybody. She just applied. Neil hired her, and then she had a friend, and I was like, "Do you think you know this space now? Like, does your friend have what it takes to be here?" Oh yeah, she'll do fine. All right.
Val's a rock star.
Val is. She's fucking amazing, dude.
I don't like to get involved with every meeting, but the marketing ones is when I have passion for it.
Yeah.
We've been killing it.
Yeah.
She's not afraid to just take something and run with it.
She's good. I'm just like, I can't believe she's as young as she is, dude. Like, she has got a head on her shoulders and a drive for someone quite her age. But I have a child her age, bro. But she's crushing it. Dude, she's crushing it. Y'all do, man. And
She got a good leader.
Yeah, we got to give Neil some compliments here.
Yeah,
love you, Neil.
Neil came in and changed the game for me.
Yeah.
Like, there was a point where he was working on the weekends for me. I didn't have any employees, just me and Chris's sister, Steph, who works in accounting. And people thought we had like 500 employees, and like, man, yeah, we do, man. Okay.
I said, no, man, that's just
me.
Neil.
It's
That's
just
just
me.
me till you make it.
It's just me. And then, fortunately, I was able to convince Neil to come on full time, and really elevated and put us on the map. Got me away from just putting out road signs. My cell phone number, which I had to change because my wife would have left me.
But it's a great culture, it's a great community here, and a lot of great people. We couldn't do this without the team that we have here.
No, yeah, our team's the best.
And it's going to continue to grow.
Which makes it hard to hire, though, because we're not going to let anyone come in. And
I love the cultures you guys have around here. I mean, like, I've hung out with y'all, like, plenty, dude. You know what I mean? I mean, not like John's first time we've hung out and stuff. Like, I mean, we talked so much, though. You know what I mean? Like, so I know how y'all are, but to actually, like, be here and see it, dude. Like, that hallway, bro. That is so dope, dude. That whole belt system that y'all got. Dude, it is that idea. I love that belt system. Even the employee of the month, everyone does that. But I love how y'all have it, man. Like, your whole thing, you do the whole thing leaning hard with the ninja stuff. And I love that, man, because, like, I mean, let's be honest, like, being a ninja is probably one of the hardest things. None of us could ever really, truly do it. So, like, leaning into that, man, like, dude, you're consistently working, in the martial arts, right? You're consistently working and honing those skills and keeping them sharp, you know what I mean? And so I love that you guys lean into that and use that stuff. And as someone, I did martial arts when I was a kid, and I'm sure maybe some people here, it's like, it's hard, man. Like, it is about, repetition, but it is also being laser focused, man, and knowing exactly what you're doing, when to do it, and always wanting to get to the next level.
Absolutely.
Always wanting to get to the next level. Like, you beat your black belt. baby, there's 50 degrees of black belts.
Right.
You know what I mean? And once you master one, you move on to the next one. You know what I mean? In a different thing. So
That's what keeps me going.
yeah,
That's why
John's
inside
got
of my
8
jacket says, "Do the hard things on purpose."
black belts. I love all the stuff that you have around here too, man. I've got pictures of all of this crazy sayings that these like, dude, the one right outside your door, your doormat. What's doormat say?
Can't tell you.
Get shit done.
I think he's get shit done. Yeah, I knew, and now he said that, and I forgot. Now I'm gonna look at my phone.
And then shout out to Tommy Bones too. He's since we were talking about the employee of the month, he is the Freight Ninja Star of the month.
Freight Ninja Star.
And he got a nice $25 gift card to where did he want? Starbucks. No, he got a
What's your
Dunkin'.
order?
Large iced caramel macchiato upside down with an extra shot.
Or just black coffee.
Yeah. Hey, I'm an ice vanilla latte with an extra shot.
Yeah,
I think I said that to Valerie yesterday. I had Valerie. I said, Valerie, can you please help me? I'm going nuts today. I was like, I need a flyer for the show we're doing tomorrow. Shout out, Valerie made the flyer. Y'all probably know that. I'd never make that stuff in my life. But anyway, she did it. I said, man, thank you so much, Val. Are you a mocha frappe shaking something or other espresso? I just put a bunch of random words.
Yeah.
And I said, or whatever you drink.
I'm gonna send you some motivational stuff for back home.
Dude, I love all the stuff we got, dude. Like, it's just
Small
like,
reminders.
they're great, bro. I love it.
But you got to believe in it, though. You can't just have it on the wall.
That's true. That's true.
You know, and that's where you get separation. You can have all this shit all over the place, but if you don't believe in it and you don't buy into it and you don't execute it, you're just another one.
Which is my point that I completely got off was the culture thing. What's the culture thing? Everyone around here, man, it's fantastic. From the moment you walk in that door, dude, the huge mural that you guys got here, bro, you know what I mean? All throughout every stuff, bro. It's just, there's little nuances here and there about what it means to be a part of the Freight Ninja family and what Freight Ninja is about. You know, the expectations that you have here and the things that you want for your company and your employees. Like it's amazing, man. It is, you know, like I said, a lot of companies talk about culture, but very few of them. And most of them's ideas culture is, oh yeah, let's, you know, pizza party every whatever or something. You know what I mean? When I'm like, dude, like let's go do laser tag or something, like some real team building stuff, man. Some things that really drive culture and want people to be to work and come to work every day and stuff, man.
That was probably the biggest eye opener for me with this last partnership, I would say. And he could tell the change almost instantly after we went to our first like function that they ran. It's like, what was that?
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
look where they're at. Right? So
It goes a long way, bro. You know, you treat people the right way, John. You're seeing it. You're seeing it, bro, because all these people have been here with you, dude, forever. You know, since you started.
Everyone's
this.
here for a reason.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not just hire the first guy that walks in the door, right?
They did that with Neil. Never again.
I've known him my whole life. I've known him my whole life. We haven't known each other my whole life, but your family now. And you know, multiple times these guys as leaders, I've heard from other companies we work with. It's like, hey, my sales guy went by your guy's office and he came back and he was like a different person. So I had to come out and see for myself what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
And that's, I
great,
tear up when you hear
man.
that, right? Because it's like, this is my best friend my whole life. Literally played Pee Wee football with him, and to provide opportunity for them and watch them grow too, it's awesome.
Hell yeah, man. You know, it's always great when you can do, you know, things.
He's
with the
talking
people
about
you
like
love the most.
EBITDA and balance sheet items now.
Yeah.
You know,
He's like,
an
dude,
accountant.
he's like, I remember when I was doing your geometry homework. Wizard.
I was in fundamentals algebra. You have to use my notes for a test. But the crazy thing is, I was in advanced accounting. So, like, go figure that one out. I think the advanced accounting teacher liked me, that I was a football player. It was a man.
That part we could.
Yeah. So,
Oh, you're
Mr.
the
Nephew,
best.
shout out, I remember you.
Oh, man.
But yeah, no, it's been great, dude. And obviously, this partnership with you has gone a long way.
Bro, I love
We
this,
still
man.
got to get those podcasts out. We got to start working on that for the informational one.
I know, dude. We do. I have got like, dude. You were on a list with like 3 other people. As a matter of fact, Adam, the guy that is part of the Bro Dog Coffee crew, he wants to do something too, man. It's like,
Cool.
I know, dude. That's just we're growing too, man.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
like,
and it's on me
dude,
just as much.
Oh, bro, we're like, I have been. Oh my gosh, it's going crazy. This ever since Atlanta for us last year. Atlanta things blew up, man. When our first video go viral. It's just been crazy, man. The people that are coming to us that like want to do stuff with us now too, man. You know, with the brand, and it's just over and over and over and over. It's just so much, and it's kind of like you, man. You know, what you're talking about is, you know, like you had to turn people down, and I never thought I would be getting to that point with this brand and stuff, you know, and what Hunter and I had built. You know, and that he's still a part of it. You know, he's not here. Like, dude, he is still a part of every bit of this. Help me do all this, dude. So that's why I always say, people have been asking that. Why do you say? I was like, dude, because in my heart, man, like it still is me and my boy.
Yeah.
You know, like you know, he had to walk away just because he's doing this thing in his personal life. Like him and I, we didn't beat the snot out of each other and leave or anything. Like he just needs to focus on himself. I'm 10 years old. I've raised my kids. I've done my stuff. That guy's still trying to get those things done. But you know,
We've all been in that position at some point in our
That's
lives.
it, man. But you know, it's like these people that have they're coming to us, man. It's like, dude, they're not all things are not great things, you know. And I've got someone now, man, that like, you know, I had to hurt their feelings. You know, we did business in the past, and the guy just, you know, they came to me and like he just thought it was a done deal, man, because we were friends before and we've done business before. And I was like, dude, I'm like, sorry, bro. Like, A, you're not hitting my price point, you know, that we need, and like B, like I just think that what you're doing does not fit with my audience. Like and that's what I told him. I said, hey, man, I am glad to take your money. I'll take it all day, dude, but I don't feel like I'm going to give you the value that you're looking for on this stuff, man. And that I think is also an important part of growth, John. You know what I mean? I know you've been that thing too. Is like, oh, I'll take your money, but dude, like, as a person, I can't do that and know that I'm not doing a service and stuff for you, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
We
So,
know you can't perform at a certain price range. Right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
if that guy can do it cheaper, you're gonna get
yeah.
what you paid for.
That's it. That's it.
And then
man.
you're ultimately going to come back to me, and I'm still going to be at the same price.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
Yes,
and
yes.
to John's point, we had to hold our ground on that, and,
Yeah.
and it's paid off 10 times because those people do come. You know, we've had people say, "Oh, well, this guy's managing my lot for 10%."
Yeah,
Sounds
for him.
good. God bless. Let him undercut the market. Let us know when you need us. No shoot. 3-4 months later, hey, we're getting ready to kick him off site. Can you guys come in? Sure. Here's our price. Whatever. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I love when people say
10%
that.
of what?
Yeah.
Dude, I love it.
Right.
With everything in my life, I don't care what it is. I'm like, oh, well, so-and-so does it with whatever. Good for them.
Cool. Why are you calling them?
I'm glad that's all they need to do it. But, like,
Why are we still
I
on the
need
phone?
more. Yeah. Like, or this is what I need, man. Or honestly, like, I'm the same way as a consumer. If I expect to pay a certain thing, like, oh, no, this one cost me $500, and you tell me $250. I don't know about that, bro.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know about
Right.
that.
That's a little fishy. Yeah, and that goes back to those operators that thought they could come in
Yeah.
here. The We Realize guy even said, he goes, I thought you just put a sign in the front of the yard and everyone just calls you. Like, dude, you are so disconnected from life. Like, it is so much more than that. And managing...
And it just evolved.
Yeah, it's so crazy right now, and you're managing 70 different companies in a 5-acre
Yes.
space of some sort. Like, you
Oh,
have
it's
it is chaos, and that's what we thrive in.
Yeah.
You know, our entire life, I think we've always thrived under chaos and pressure. So this is just the final career, hopefully.
I literally
the final
I'll
chapter.
tell you exactly what we do. That's on you. You still got to go do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, and that is this business, right?
This
You
is-
better want to do it.
Yeah.
Else you're not going to be successful.
You're right, bro. That's trucking logistics, period, man.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
this is an industry of doers. Dude,
Yes.
man. You know what I mean? Like, we got plenty of idea people. All right, we need less of that shit and more Dale Praxes. Hashtag Dale Prax for president. I made a post about this the other day. Y'all know Dale, the guy who owns Freight Validate.
Yeah.
Love Dale.
Smart dude.
Yes, bro. Yes. But I made a post that said my favorite thing about Dale, and this is also where a big part of his military background comes through, because I feel veterans and certain civilians operate at this level, but Dale is one of those people, he sees a problem and he builds the damn solution for it. You know what I mean? And that's why I say we need more Dales. Because there's tons of people that talk about the problems and highlight them. Well, hey, for you, man, there's 50 other people that talked about the damn problem last week. Where's the solution? That's what I need. You know, and like I said, we need more Dales and we need more you guys. Because it's great with the problems, but where's the solution to the problem, man?
And you know what? It all starts with leadership.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, you know, Neil and I were just talking about that the other day, and I think John was in there too, is when our account managers or our customer service team or even Val comes into the room and they say, we got a problem, this. The first thing we'll say to them is, what's the solution? Don't do what everyone else does.
Yeah,
come in here with the problem, and you better bring a solution.
May not be the solution we use.
Right,
yeah,
but
bring me
I
something.
need to get your mind going.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, I don't want you to be in this role for your entire life.
Yeah.
I want you to be sitting in my chair.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it starts.
Dude, I love that. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not going to make it easy for you. And yeah, you could brand me as a dickhead, he's an asshole. I get that. Cool. Either you're going to get on board or you're going to find a new place to go.
I don't see it like that, man. You know what's sad? Honestly, like a lot of kind of people see that way is what you're thinking, man.
It's
like
lazy
folks
people
that try to make others like critical thinkers and stuff, man, and do for themselves. As a parent, funny enough, we all do this as parents, but yet we have a problem doing it in our job. When your child comes to you as a little kid and says, "Oh, well, I can't do this." Well, okay. Well, what's the solution? What do you think we need to do? As your parent, I'm gonna help you through it.
Right.
But like, you can't run to me forever, Johnny. Dad's not going to be here forever. Like, you need to learn how to do this thing. And I feel like we as professionals need to do that. You as leaders need to do that stuff. You know, we have a saying in the military: lead from the front. You know what I mean? Like, you will never ever catch a real leader back there. Like, they may be telling everybody what's going on, but they're also going to be on those front lines with you, man. Taking shrapnel, man. Taking lead, dude. Lead from the front, bro. You know what I mean? Because you got to. How are you going to be an effective, efficient leader if you don't know what the people are going through? You know what I mean? And on that same side, you need to be a coacher too, man. You know what I'm saying? Within your company, within all that, the people in the culture. You need to be pushing people, like I said, get them to the next level and stuff, man. And
that's the goal.
teaching people, and I am all about teaching the way you do. Like, I want you to tell me what you think is the solution, and then we'll go from there. It may be completely wrong, but it just
At least you thought about it.
That's it, bro. I just need to see that you're kind of thinking.
Stimulate your brain a little bit. I know the iPad isn't in front of you
I know, too many people. ChatGPT, how do I fix this problem?
Or that's how they grew up.
Yeah.
I have a problem. I'm crying. What? I don't care why you're crying. Here's Snoopy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy again. Like, what?
That's it. More doers, bro.
Yeah.
More
And I actually
doers.
complimented you earlier and you weren't in the room. This girl does exactly that, right? Like,
Val?
yeah, Val talking about
Valerie, that chick.
here's my idea, run with it. It may not be the idea we use, but at least you're taking a shot and bringing me ideas. And
Right, and that's the best thing about her. She brings 3 different ideas.
Bring
And
me
it's
up.
like, oh,
Okay, now we're talking
Boom,
about
boom,
women
boom.
and their multiple personalities.
really, like, Neil, Chris, even Steph, who, have you ever talked to
I did talk to
She's
her.
the best.
Dude, I just
These
found
are the
her
best
name.
leaders you can get, and that's why they're here.
I know, dude. I love it.
So,
Valerie, so what is, has your therapy bill doubled or tripled since you started working here?
she has a drinking problem.
She's like, wait.
Every time I talk to Val, I always come in on Monday mornings and I like to make the rounds to the crew, high fives, handshakes. I go, how was the weekend? We went to Naperville. Again? She's like, yeah. I was running on Sunday. I said, man, I remember those days.
yeah.
Like 2 years ago, actually. 41, I finally grew up. No, it's amazing, and that's that's what we love, is being able to talk to our people, understand them. We know when people go through breakups out there, because we see levels change in their swing and mood and all of that. But that's what you got to do. You got to be in tune with your people. They're not just out here and you don't know who they are, what they're going through. Something's off. That's not what leaders do. So you got to lead by example. And again, give these guys all the tools they can be to get them to the next level. Because we're not going to do this forever.
Damn, that's good.
Sometimes you're tough on them. That's because you love them.
Exactly, 100%.
And you want to see them succeed.
And I know that they have the potential there to do it. They're just not tapping it.
If I'm not tough on you, then you should be.
Yeah, exactly. And I've always told these guys, when I stop talking to you, there's a tough conversation that might be coming.
Oh yeah,
So.
100%.
Because I'm never going to sideswipe you. I hate companies that do that. Like, oh my God, you're doing so great. By the way, we got to let you go. And it's like, what? Like, if there's a point, which I hope never happens, if someone doesn't fit the company mold anymore, they're probably going to know it's coming because there's going to be multiple conversations, hard conversations at that, the conversations that we had to get you right back on the right track, and it just didn't fit for you. And that's okay.
No, it is okay.
It's okay. This isn't everyone's landing place, dude. We get that. But you know what? At the end of the day, I want you to leave here with a good experience and a good look at at real life and seeing where hard work gets you.
Yeah, man. I agree. This industry is definitely one that hard work definitely pays off, bro.
Yeah.
100%, dude. This everyone that I know in this industry that is something built it from nothing.
Yep.
No one I know in this industry that is doing well for themselves was handed shit. Nope. Not a thing. Maybe a bunch of invoices.
Yeah, right.
That's about it.
Building something is definitely not for the faint of heart.
No, man.
And like, I had a couple guys I could consult with when I was going through our deal, and at the end of those conversations, like, oh, so I wasn't the only one doing that shit.
Yeah.
It just takes a different type of person.
And surround yourself with good people.
100%.
I think that's the most important thing, man. As any business or just any entrepreneur is like surrounding. It's all about the people you surround yourself with, and I don't mean like people that are successful. Like honestly, I am not a believer in a huge believer in if I want to be successful, I need to surround myself with millionaires. Because let me tell you, success comes in many, many, many different forms, and I am learning that money is getting further and further down that list of what I find as success in my life. But it's more people that believe in you and believe in your dream and that are there for you. Maybe have certain connections, whatever. But it is 100% surrounding yourself with the right people, man. As an entrepreneur, if you're going to be successful, hey, you can be the hardest worker that there is. But you're eventually, John, you said it earlier, like you're eventually going to come to a point where you hit a wall and like. I don't know how to get past this wall because I have no experience dealing with said wall. You know what I mean? Like, my thought is let's bring in some C4 and a wrecking ball,
right.
But that may not be the solution to this wall. So
at least you thought of a solution.
Exactly. At least you thought of a solution.
Or you could quit and just say, I can't get past this point. I'm done.
Yeah, exactly.
And we can bring that back to the workout world too.
Yeah,
people hit the plateau and they stop because they're like, I'm not losing any more weight. It's like, just dude, let your body catch up a little.
Dude, but you're going to eventually stop losing it. Like,
but you're just going to build that.
Yeah, but I mean, you're eventually. Everyone says that, like, I stopped losing weight. Well, what did you expect? You're going to get to 0 pounds?
Right?
Like, why are you looking at
the scale?
Dude, I love.
What's the mirror look like? How do your clothes fit? How does your head feel?
Dude, Lombard says it all the time. He's like, scales do not dictate wins, man. Yeah. They don't dictate your wins, dude.
Everyone is so focused.
Dude, I just said that. I was like, oh man, it's like, bro, I'm stuck at this level. He's like, Pedro. He's like, dude, you do know that a pound of muscle weighs the same as a pound of fat, right? He's like, dude, you're in the gym all these times a week, dude. He's like, bro, he said, you're losing weight. He's like, eventually it's going to level out and you're going to like stay at 250, whatever it is, but the weight is going to be a different weight. It's going to be a muscle weight, not a fat weight, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So
you're huffing and puffing every time you walk down the block.
You're right, man. And it's the same thing in business, man. You plateau. You need to, hey, man. All right, why have I plateaued? How do I get past this plateau? Or hey, is this the plateau that I'm going to be at? Now I just need to add some pretty trees and flowers and build my house here. You know what I'm saying?
Now what do I got to do for maintenance?
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly, dude.
Yeah, that was a weird adjustment for me. It's like once I had team, not every email's coming to me. I'm like, my email's broke, I think.
My email's broke.
Delegated it to the right people, right? So that's been the biggest adjustment for me.
But John, that's good though, man. Like, cause honestly, dude, I don't know who told this to me, but someone had said this, and I'm paraphrasing here. There was a whole bunch more to this conversation, but the person had said, like, you as a business owner, the top leader of your company, you know that you're doing your job as a leader, as an owner, as a boss, because you start doing less. And that's not because you're pawning more off on other people. It's because you, as a leader, have surrounded yourself with the people you know. Boom, this is my guy for this is my girl for this is my guy for that. Bah, 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 bah. And then by the end of it, you're like, holy shit, I've hired myself out of a job. You know what I mean?
Then now you can focus on bigger
Dude,
picture
that's it,
stuff.
that's it, dude.
And grow the company.
There you go. Yes,
and keep
exactly.
going.
Exactly. So yeah,
When you're in the weeds as a leader,
That
you're
was
not
mission
getting
one
anything
when we
done.
started with Les.
Yeah.
So that sounds
Let's get
good.
the highest and best use out of you. Let's get what you shouldn't be doing off your plate. Use our back office, hire
Dude.
people, whatever we got to do.
And I think that's a hard thing to learn, man. Like, even in the like my company, man. Me as a broker, like my boss and I, we have this talk all the time, you know, because he pays these people stupid money to do things for us, man. Like track, book our loads, find carriers, do all this stuff, build loads, give your rates. But I like to do a lot of things myself. Like I'm just that kind of guy. Like it's not that I don't trust other people to do it. It's just that I know I'm going to do it the way that I want it done. You know what I mean?
Get done right.
Yeah, and he's like, man, he's like, but you can teach them. Do you teach them? I'm like, yeah, I could, but I'm not because, like, in my defense, like, dude, but these are like 30-second tasks, you know, that don't take a long time. But my point is that is like, as someone, like, that is a very hard thing. It's just an individual to give up something that you have been doing for a while, and that, you know, you're like, damn, I know this. Like, I know how many times I have to hit tab to get to this box that I need, or I know how many clicks in here. What's in it? Because we all do. We all know it. I know exactly what I have to do, how many steps it is to the fax, or that. You know what I mean? And it's hard to let go of those things and give that something off to someone else. And even though, and like, especially when you know, like, man, I know they're gonna fuck this up at least once or twice or 5 times. You know what I mean? And now I've got to keep it together because I cannot lose it on them, because I have to teach them and I have to show them the way. Like, not everybody knows what John wants. John and Pedro and Chris and Neil and Valerie, we just think everyone knows what we want because they've seen the end product that we put out. Like I told Val earlier, like, dude, I don't know how she does what she does, but like when she sent me things, like I can see the layers that she stacks in ads because we have the same program. So when she sends it, and I'm like, holy crap, like Val's at literally 10 layers on a thing, and I'm like, girl, I'm still operating at 2. Like, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying is like, you see the end product, but if she goes teach someone else that, they don't see the 10 layers that Val has put in. They only see the one final layer that she has put into that. So, you know, John, it says a lot about you as a leader, bro, like to, you know, hiring yourself out of things to do, man. And get these right people into place. But your new things, bro. New things to build a company,
future
man.
vision stuff and big picture stuff. I mean, I'm never going to stop being involved. It's just never going to happen. It's not in my nature. So.
You shouldn't be, bro.
Delinquency calls are on
I
Friday.
love this. I love it. Go stripe yard?
Yeah, let's go. In the fall.
I think just don't forget where you came from is the point. Like,
Yeah, no.
I'll go out and stripe yards with you if you want.
God,
I remember the first one we striped Army Trail together when you first started.
Yeah, that was fun.
Dude,
I ruined about 600 pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
Striping.
But no, and to kind of round that up, at the end of the day, no one's going to care as much as you do.
Oh, yeah, bro.
what you do.
Yeah.
So that's what you have to come to grip with when you do hand off tasks is, A, educate and inform, and then B, understand. If it's not right, look at your training process because you were the one that passed that information on to that team as a leader.
Yeah, dude.
And you need to refine that or train more because not everyone came from the transportation world or the accounting world or the sales world or whatever the case may be. They need the tool. They have potential, but they're not at their max potential yet because they still have to learn and be a sponge and absorb. So that's about spending, when we talk about delegating assignments, it's so leadership can help get those people, because I can't do a job and then train you to do something else.
Yeah, bro.
So
You're
but
right.
you got to invest in your people, and it comes more than just monetary investment. It's time, it's brain power, it's having fun, it's being there when you need them or when they need you. And
I
just
agree, man. Being just vested in your people,
Yeah.
dude. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and I will end this on this, and we'll move on to transition to the end. But you know, it's hiring someone as the janitor, but having a conversation, man. You know, like, dude, what do you really want to do with your life? Like, where are you going? You know, and oh man, I want to be a chemical engineer. Okay, cool. And you know, and my uncle is a chemical engineer, and you know, finding a way to like somehow make a difference in that person. Like being,
I was just gonna say that.
yeah, but you know,
First thing
being
that
invested.
comes-
Like too many people, they don't, man. They don't. You know,
Laz, the founder of Laz, not to go back there. but
Yeah.
He had a janitor that was cleaning his office. He was in the office late at night. This janitor was from a different country. And he said, "Hey, what are you doing here at this lady?" He's like, "Oh, I got to clean up." He goes, "What did you do in your past life over in your other country?" He goes, "I was actually an accountant." He goes, "What?
Yeah.
Really?" Now the guy still works for Labs as an accountant.
There you go.
They brought him up and said, "Yeah, we'll get someone else for this. Let's bring you back to your role and what you're great at." And the dude's a shining star there.
That's it.
Been with the company ever since.
And you never
probably
know.
very appreciative of that one of the founders, the top guys there, recognized him and had a 30-second conversation. And that's the thing. All it takes is 30 seconds to find out about somebody.
You're right, man. I wouldn't say it doesn't take a lot of effort, because it does, but it doesn't. It really
Just gotta
does.
listen.
It is, man. You just gotta listen, dude, and have an interest in other people
Right.
besides yourself, man. Especially if you're an entrepreneur and a business owner, because I'm telling you, like, and I say this too, like, you as the business owner, like, in my opinion, you're at the bottom of the totem pole, not the top, man. You're not, because you have to hold everyone else up, and I don't mean that in a oh, you have to carry the weight, but like, you are the foundation, man. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be putting yourself at the top of the totem. You're at the bottom because everyone else needs to stand on you, learn from you, build from you, take from what they see from you.
In
doing
leadership
stuff.
meetings, we have what we call a funnel approach. The funnel starts fat up top and gets skinny
There you
and
go.
pours into.
Mhm.
That skinny is us at the bottom.
Yeah, bro, it is.
Everyone else is pouring into us, their life, their hours, their time. We have to figure out what best to do with that and make sure that they stay protected.
That's exactly right, dude. All right, gentlemen, this has been a good one, bro. Woo, man, this has been a good one. I like every time we do one of these.
How many requests are you going to get now? Come to my office, do a podcast. That was sick.
I
Hopefully.
I love this, dude. This is dope, man. Oh, this is perfect right here, man. And you got like the perfect space to do it, man. Like your office is perfect size for this, dude. And the backdrop and everything, man. Like it is.
Their new logo.
I feel like truly professional now. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not talking on a screen. Like I feel pro now, dude. Look at
Joe
this.
Rogan.
I wish you would have saw where we came from.
Yeah.
Dude, hey, we
Trailer on 83.
next time we do it, we all got to try to fit in the janitor's closet.
Yeah.
We're coming along.
Actually, what is that place?
It's one of our
It's like a
customers.
gambling parlor now.
Oh,
Behind Winnie's, yeah?
yes, yeah.
Is it really?
It's a gambling shop.
That's so funny. That's good shit. All right, John, what do you got for us, man? Closing comments, questions, concerns, updates. Want to give yourself, the company, plugs? What you got?
I think we hit a lot.
I think we do too, man.
We appreciate you coming out here.
Dude, I
spending
appreciate
time
you.
with us. Obviously, we've been supporters since day one.
Hell yeah, man.
We're happy to see and where you're taking this too.
I appreciate
it's
it,
been
man.
fun to watch.
We-
So
We talk about synergies, man. I told Chris this ever too, like, dude, like, when I first talked to Chris and Neil, man, and Hunter can verify this, dude, but as soon as I hung up that phone, talked to them, I told Hunter, and I have
yeah, they only done that call.
Dude, yeah, I've never done this since, not to one sponsor, because I feel like it's rude to have someone on your show and then immediately go into the backstage like, hey, I want money from you. But I told Hunter, I was like, dude, I said, there's something with these guys. I was like, we were just talking about, you were talking about being guests, but I told him, like, dude, I'm going to ask these guys to be sponsored. Like, I don't know what it is. I was like, but I feel it with these guys, and I know they feel it with us, dude. And it's just been amazing ever since, bro. Like, this thing has been the greatest partnership. Man, this is just we get to hang out at Matt's every year, man. You know what I mean? But, like, this is different, man. Like, finally coming up here, man, and hanging out with you guys in your neck of the woods, dude. And I'm also glad it took this long, man. I really am, dude. Like, I'm glad that we waited to you guys for the partnership to be done with Laz and to move into the new building, you know, and for all of these things that have fallen into place, you know, because now, like, we see the culmination of all, right? All of that stuff that all of us have been working on individually and together, and now here we are in this beautiful building with all these beautiful things going on, and us sitting here talking, you know, about our successes of ourselves and our businesses and our people and all the things we're doing, dude. So, yeah,
keep
man.
growing together.
I know, but yes, that's it, man. That's it. Chris, what you got, brother, man?
Stay in touch. Subscribe to our newsletter. Watch our LinkedIn for what's coming out next. Support the team. Support us. We'll support you back. I promise you. We give to those that give to us, and just want to give a shout out to our entire team here for all they've done to get us to where we needed to go. We couldn't have done it without anyone. Our property managers, our real estate team, our marketing, our customer service, our accounting, our sales team, our customers, our
Clients.
leadership, our property players. Like, without all of those people coming together and believing in John's vision and kind of what we've built here, it couldn't be possible without them. And I don't say that to fluff. I truly do mean that. We've built a lot of great connections of great people.
Lifelong friendships.
Yeah, a larger client of ours just had a baby, and John and I both texted him randomly times. Congratulations on the kid, and I think that goes a long way because it doesn't happen much anymore. Where there's more of a transactional relationships in the business world, and there's no like feeling of that in emotion, and they're emotionless feelings when it's business, because by the time you leave them, you've already cut them off, you're on to the next thing.
Very true.
Where we're thinking about these guys, their family, their newborn, and the same has happened to John. John just had a kid. Next thing you know, I got 10 different people in our group here. That, hey, what's John's address so I can send him? And John's like, I just got this. It didn't come with
no name on
it. I'm like, last one. That was probably Anthony De Laurentiis from IOV. He called Anthony D. He's like, did you send me this? Yeah. He's like,
relationships.
Yeah, exactly.
And I actually shared it in our. I was listening to the sales meeting. When I talk about building relationships, I showed him my phone and thing. One of our clients just had a baby. Sent me a picture of him and his wife in the gown.
Yeah.
It's like, this is building relationships, right?
That was his thought in the hospital.
I know, dude. Yeah,
of his life, he wanted to include me in that.
That's awesome.
That's
when you know you've made it.
Oh yeah, man. Yes, I agree.
When people love you and you love them.
And great words, guys. Great words, Chris. Great words, Sean. You guys have been amazing. You
too.
And see, remember talking to John, but he's like, man, I'm not good with these. I'm not good with these.
Yeah.
Just don't worry, bro. You just sit down. Before you know it, you're going to do all the talking, baby. Don't you? That's it.
Now we have to go talk in front of a large group next week.
Oh, man. That's it. Yeah. You like public speaking, John, or no? No.
Remember the last family reunion was how many people?
350.
Something like that. But they didn't even tell me that they were going to make me come up on stage and talk. And I'm not a huge talker, but it's another skill I got to learn is you scale.
Oh, that's weird for me. I don't know. I don't know. It feels weird. When we did that thing down here, man, what came last year, 100 now, that carrier revenue thing, there was barely, it wasn't a lot of people at that thing, listen to the talk that we did, but, even then, it felt so weird, dude.
Well, that's a different scenario, too, especially if there's no one there.
Well, just people, period. Dude, even
or if they're not engaged,
even
on the
interviews,
phone.
bro. Like when I do my own thing, I don't know. I feel weird talking in front of folks. Like, yo, it's fine sitting on this thing.
Truck parking, I
It's
don't talk
good.
all day long.
Yeah, right.
I'm confident in. I know what I'm talking about.
That's good, man. Well, I'm happy. I'm excited for you to go speak, man. Just happy that we're doing all these great things together, bro. And you guys are kicking ass in this space, man. It's been absolutely wonderful. Neil, before we leave, you want to say hi, Neil, to everybody? No.
Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah, I think you should too.
I think so too.
Come on, Neil.
Come on, Neil.
Stay
Come
for the
on,
things.
Neil.
Next year, come on.
Yeah. Say hi, everybody.
I'm going to get up to 11, Bell.
Come on, Bell.
Yeah, come on, Val. Come
Say
say a
hi.
few words before we get off. That's it. We're just going to close it out with y'all. Look at that. Dude, I love this. The whole trip, I'm going to just take this with me. Now I know when I want to set my office up. Like, yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. Yes. That's what I need. Is a podcast space.
There you go.
Neil, what's up, bro?
Nothing.
Yeah, how's your day, man?
It's been good.
Yeah.
Sitting here and listening to you guys and the lunch and it's been a good day.
Oh, yeah, bro. Life going good for you and everything, man?
Yeah, surprisingly. I mean, we caught up kind of getting back to the whole relationship thing. He asked how the twins were. They're a year and 12 days, 11 days now, so we're past that year mark. They're toddlers now, which is crazy. Having that, obviously, when what am I trying to think of? When this whole partnership with Laz started, I think John, you were having Johnny, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I met our first meeting with them was a week before my son was born.
So, but I think everything that he's done too for all that, and having his daughter now with everything that's been going on, it's kind of showed me how I can do family and work and all that too.
Yeah.
So as much as it's been crazy here, same thing at the house too. So
Well, I'm glad everything's going good, Neil, bro. It's good, man. Everybody's doing fantastic, man. I'm happy the kids are doing good and healthy, and I'm glad you're getting your sleep again.
Yeah.
Are they sleeping all the way through the night yet?
I think ever since they came home, we were getting those first couple of weeks, months.
Yeah.
It was the rough one with the late night feedings, but 10, 11, 12 hours a day.
Nice, dude,
So
nice.
we're getting enough sleep.
Some kids, bro, they never freaking sleep, dude. God, some of them just don't.
My son's got 6 teeth in now, and only during the day is he kind of frustrated and drooling. Go to bed through the night. It's crazy.
You know, I could fix that problem real quick. I don't know if it's even legal anymore to do that.
Jack Daniels or
Yeah, but put some
whiskey.
cotton ball and soda. Pop
Yeah.
that. Hey, no pain, and you go right to sleep. Your kid wakes up in a good mood.
No, they don't do the whiskey anymore. They just give their kid a little gummy, a little edible.
Brandy was a good one too, man. People used to swim that brandy. That's what my grandma used to do. Brandy, yeah. That's what just rub it on the gums.
It's better than like trying to give him Tylenol and Motrin or something
I know,
like
it's so
that.
bad for them.
Yeah, that's true too, man. It's so bad for them. So here we are talking about keep your child
Yeah.
alcohol. Rub it on the gums. Don't give them Tylenol. It's bad for them.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right, you got anything else you want to say before we go to Val, and then we're going to end this thing?
No, I'll reiterate what Chris said. Everything that the guys are doing ever since I kind of got put into the position I was a year ago. Everybody's bought in, and it's not selling, a space. It's that relationship and giving these larger companies or even owner-operators, whether it be them driving for a company or having a small fleet of their own, a place that they can go to and park to and know that, if there's an issue, they can come to us and we'll get it solved right away. So, again, it's a service, and that we're not just sitting here. Yeah, they're calling out and trying to get us revenue and things like that. So the growth that I've seen with them has been tremendous, and more power to them. And I'm proud of what they've been doing.
Yeah.
And so, and Val for the short time she's been here, it's about 8 months almost now.
I was going to say, she's
August,
coming up on
September.
about a year, aren't you, close?
To yours, where she's got 10 levels.
Yeah.
I barely even showed her what I did, and she just kind of ran with everything else from marketing. So, I think that's been great to see too. That I haven't really had to train or coach or anything like that. It's been great to have her on there, and seeing her grow too, especially this being just her first job out of college too.
I know, like, dude, you landed a pretty good one, I would say, Valerie. Like, I mean, I know all your...
We got lucky.
Yeah. I think y'all did. Like, I think she got lucky too, man. I really feel
Yeah.
like dude. I mean, a lot of places you get out of college, like, honestly, that's your shittiest job you probably ever have, dude. Because those are the ones where, like, they just treat you like crap because you really have no value beyond this stupid little piece of paper you just overpaid for. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which we all have overpaid for. I didn't mind. Oh, all of you paid for my degree. Thank you very much, by the way. But you landed luckily, though, Valerie. You got a good one here. Yeah, you sure did. What about you, Val? How are you doing? How have you liked your 8 months here at Freight Ninja?
I love it. It's been so much fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have a lot of fun here.
I know. She's so dang bubbly and happy, dude. She is, bro.
She's what picks up the rest of the energy.
I bet, man. I bet. It's these young ones, bro. That's why
Yeah.
we need young people around us, dude. Those old guys. We need young people to keep us motivated and moving, man. Well, what's all right, Valerie. So on the marketing stuff, I mean, is there anything you want to put out? Like anything you feel the guys didn't touch on that you feel needs some attention, or maybe just some stuff you're working on your own that you want to highlight, put out before we get off here?
Just like even Chris mentioned the newsletter. I think we've been getting a lot of fun things in our newsletter. Like our wellness section has been really good. So definitely check that out, and also our TikTok.
Yes, you're killing it on TikTok.
Thank you. I talked about it last time in Matt's, and I think we've done really well on TikTok. Like I've
You're doing
seen
good.
the numbers go up, so check that out. We have stuff coming.
Cool. And newsletter and all the socials and stuff. Valerie, where could they sign up for the newsletter and socials? What socials you're on? Where can they follow y'all at?
So on our website, we have an insight section. There's like somewhere like a little form you fill out with your email, so you were able to sign up there. And I just posted a link also in our Instagram story to sign up for the newsletter.
Cool.
If you want to do that as well. And then our socials are Freight Ninja under something.
Freight Ninja Parking Solutions, I think.
On Instagram, yeah.
Yeah.
Freight
Yeah.
Ninja _ parking solutions on there, yeah.
Yeah, you're also able to just go through our website. We have our links to our socials there.
True, and also y'all can just Freight Ninja, enter Freight Ninja on all the socials. Like they are the only one that comes up. And just dropped out a new letter, Personal Conveyance, right? We just put one out, right?
Yeah, today.
Yeah, today. Yes,
You went out today.
Yes, today. So make
We
sure
saved
that you
puppies
go
in Houston.
and read those.
Yes,
I love
that
those.
was my favorite.
What was it?
We saved puppies.
Oh, I saw that. She said
Yeah.
her favorite. I love that.
Approve
Dude.
the
I'm all
donation.
for the animal stuff, bro. I'm all
Yeah,
for
so
it.
are we.
do. Yeah, man, 100%.
We just
should.
donated
Yeah.
to the what was the group? Sunshine.
Sunshine, something like that. It's in Texas.
Yeah.
It's for the
Yeah, the
puppies.
foster home or
That's
whatever.
cool. Oh, I saw. Oh, yeah, that's right. The people found them in your yard.
Yes.
Yes. They found the puppies in the yard. And
Actually,
stuff.
people after reading that story that she
They
published,
actually,
Yeah,
donated
people are
stuff.
donating.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's good, girl. Here you go. Yeah, man. So that's awesome. Y'all definitely got to sign up for Personal Conveyance and read that. Like, I already won new newsletter. Woohoo! But I would definitely say I've read every single one of them that they've done. Val's doing them now. Neil used to do them, but they're actually good. Like they're not. It's not Freight Ninja telling me, "Oh, look at what we've done this month! Yay me!" Like everything is honestly. There's more things in there about stuff that you, ladies and gentlemen, need to know. Yeah, there's stuff about them, but it's like updates for their yards. Like, oh, hey, they're doing construction on 15th Street, so you probably want to circle the block. You know what I mean? The stuff that matters to them. This month they highlighted about the animal shelter stuff. We've done this stuff, health and fitness days. So you definitely want to read it because it talks a lot more about the stuff that this company is involved in and the things that they're wanting to get involved in more than it is like everyone else's newsletters of, oh, hey, look at the amazing stuff that we've done this month. Come do business with us. So definitely sign up for Personal Conveyance. And I think that's it, dude. This has been great, bro. This made the whole difference right here, John. This so did, man. Like us just hanging out in here and shooting this. I love this. All right, everybody. We're gonna be out of here, right? We're gonna chunk the deuces. No show tomorrow because I'll be traveling, but we will be back next week. Oh, if I can get my mouse to work here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see
I'll
what we
say
got.
one more thing
Oh, what's up? Go ahead.
on the newsletter thing. If anybody out there that's watching or listening and you have topics, you have anything you want to have us interview about, give us a contact. We'll get you in the newsletter. We'll get you on our website. We do it with a lot of our current tenants. And it's not
Yeah.
about, hey, how do you feel about parking with Freight Ninja? It's
Yeah.
about their business,
I like
who
it.
they are. So if there's anybody out there that has hot topics and they want to talk about it, and we brought up Dale, so maybe Dale wants to
Put a
Yeah.
little piece
do
in.
something
Yeah,
out with
yeah.
us. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
completely open with everything like
Boom.
that.
See, Neil just drove it home. The point even home anymore. Newsletter is very, very little about what Freight Ninjas themselves, and more about the things that are
How we
important to
can help
them
the community.
and their community and stuff like that. So, which I love. Which I think is Personal Conveyance is like the perfect title for that thing, dude. It really is. It really is. Oh yeah, John. All right. So. No show tomorrow, but make sure that you watch Iron Minds next Tuesday, 6 a.m. I know we've kind of been lacking on that one a little bit, but Nick and Lombard have their Iron Man stuff going on. Everybody's just kind of been busy, but we will be on next Tuesday, 6 a.m. Iron Minds, myself, Nick Klingensmith, Trey Griggs, and Michael Lombard. We're just talking fitness, motivation, health stuff. Just all that good things, trying to keep everyone healthy and everything. Next Wednesday, we got our boy J.R. Elrod on, a new addition to the Lounge Collective. We'll officially make him a Lounge Lizard. Next week, he's going to come on and talk about his book that he wrote. And I was like, oh, yeah, a new book. Everybody's writing books. His one is really, really good. It really is. It touches a lot on his experiences, the things he's been through in the industry and stuff having to do with the industry. And he's going to talk about all the time he's been in this. He's been a driver for a while and does a lot of operational stuff and stuff. That'll be a really, really great show. And the next Thursday, obviously, we'll have another Road Dog Coffee podcast. So everyone just tune in. We appreciate everyone watching today. Make sure you go do hit the like, subscribe, comment, share, blah, 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 blah. All those things that keeps the channel growing. Make sure you go support our homies over at Freight Ninja. Do some business with them. You know, if you got one truck, two truck, a whole fleet of trucks, some trailers, you need a drop yard, you know, or hey, maybe you got a property that you're thinking you want to do something with. Give them a call. Like Chris and them are going to give you the real deal about that. I've heard Chris tell people, man, that this is maybe isn't for you. Like your property's just not for this particular thing. So these guys will help you out with any way they can in the business that they do. So make sure you go hit them up, give them some love, and we appreciate everyone watching. As I always say, where can my hairman? Chunk them deuces. There we go, and we are rolling this beautiful bean.
The views and opinions expressed on this show by its guests are not necessarily those of Lounge Media Group or the show host. So if you sue someone, make sure it's the party responsible for hurting your feelings. Also, grow up, be an adult, and understand not everyone thinks like you. And that's okay.